game of the week tonight between the Greeneville Green Devils and the Seymour Eagles. Hi, I'm Ralph Miranda along with Chris Levins. And tonight, Chris, we have a matchup between two teams. I'm going to call it Now You See Me, Now You Know. I'll explain that in just a minute. Both teams come in with stellar records. The Green Devils are 6-0 with 3 region wins over Elizabeth, Ranger, and Volunteer. The Eagles also come in with a stellar record, 5-1, region victory over Sullivan East. That's where the similarities kind of end, okay? You look at Greeneville's offense, they're averaging over 50 points a game. Seymour offense, a little over 30 points a game. Both defenses very stellar. Greeneville defense giving up a very stingy 9 points a game. Seymour giving up about 13. So my question, given those now you see me, now you don't type statistics is, what does Seymour have to do tonight to be able to stay in this game?
Well, I think, Ralph, first of all, when you come out to a stadium like this, see a crowd like this, they're going to have to keep in their feelings a little bit, because when you bring Greeneville to your stadium, you bring everybody with them. So it's
good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Seymour High School.
With it. So the biggest thing Seymour needs to do tonight is make sure they stay calm, do what they do in practice, make sure they execute their plays, stay within their means, and make sure they do the best they can on what they have. Don't look at Greeneville, don't look up at the scoreboard, do what you got to do and see what happens in the game.
And I would think with two defenses, as solid as both of these defenses have been, the key to this game is, one, is Seymour's defense going to be able to slow down Greeneville's offense a little bit, and number two, is Seymour's offense going to be able to keep the ball away from Greeneville to shorten this game?
Well, that's going to be the test. I mean, you know, if you had to make a prediction, you know, you want to pick Greeneville, but this is football. It's a team sport. You never know what could happen. Greeneville's a powerful offense. They're going to come out and do what they do, no matter who goes on the football. Seymour has to stick to what they do and make sure they have success tonight.
Well, it's going to be a good one tonight from Householder Field here in Seymour, Tennessee, as the Greeneville Green Devils, Region 4A, Region 4, Region 1, Class 4A, against the Seymour Eagles, also Class 4A, Region 1. We'll be right back.
Householder Field at Seymour High School.
Look at all those freshly made. I'm sure it makes you want one or a dozen right now. So come visit our locally owned and operated Krispy Kreme donuts in Pigeon Forge. Our Krispy Kreme donuts are made fresh daily, our service is fast and friendly, and the taste will put a smile on anyone's face. Krispy Kreme is a fundraising favorite, so call us today to help support your school or community fundraising efforts. Our delivery truck is there when you need us. Krispy Kreme Donuts on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge.
At Sevier County Electric System, we know that when the power goes out, it's important to you to have power restored as quickly as possible. That's why we've introduced the Power Action Line. As soon as you call the Power Action Line from a phone associated with your electric service, we know immediately that your power is out. The Power Action Line lets us answer up to 1,200 calls per hour, so we can make sure and identify all outages, even after major storms. We track those outages through our integrated mapping system, which provides our operations center a better understanding of where the affected areas are located and predicts probable starting points that helps our crews begin looking for the problem. Our whole goal is to get your power back on as soon as possible. We'll even call you back to make sure your service has been restored. At Sevier County Electric System, we want to take care of our customers, and that's what we do every day. Sevier County Electric System. We are the power behind our community. Just call 865-774-6300.
Tune in to the Alewife Pottery Channel 196. Watch local craftsmen and learn of the rich Smoky Mountain heritage and history. Meet Robert Alewife and his family as they take you on their journey of their successful pottery business in the Gatlinburg's arts and crafts community. Established by Robert Alewife more than 30 years ago, this business has grown up with the Alewife family. Alewife Pottery is renowned nationwide, not only for their stunning handmade ceramics, but also their friendly, fun-loving family atmosphere. Tune to Channel 196, the Alewife Pottery Channel, and enjoy these great stories.
Let's go.
Claybo's Campground and Cabins and Claybo's Market and Grill have been family-owned and operated since 1978. Claybo's Campground is spacious, with 320 sites including vacation homes and cabins. Great location for family reunions and large groups with entertainment on the weekends. Make reservations at Claybo's Campgrounds and Cabins, located on 405 Wears Valley Road, Pigeon Forge.
Welcome back to Seymour. We have Seymour and the Greeneville Green Devils tonight. We have a special guest here. This is Riley. This is Roddy's daughter. Riley, happy to have you on tonight. How you doing? Good.
Ladies and gentlemen,
what brings you here tonight?
Those who support us. How about that?
Green Devils game.
They're good. I just come to see them win again.
Come to see them win again. Well, we'll see what happens tonight. Well, we're happy to have you on here, and it's good to see you. And, you know, your dad does a great job with us. We appreciate you coming on. And what have you been doing lately?
Just going to school. I'll graduate in December as an LPN.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on that. That's awesome.
Well, now, Riley, you know, I've known you since you were probably, what, about 8 or 9, somewhere in that general vicinity, because I remember Roddy bringing you over when we were at Charter. And to steal a line from Neil Diamond's one of Neil Diamond's songs, you've become a grown-up girl now. So you're studying to be an LPN, is that right? Okay. And what would you like to do with that? Work in a hospital, work in a doctor's office? Do you have any idea what you'd like to do with that?
So as you're looking to see the countdown, pay attention to the young official in the defensive backfield who will be counting down with his hand for the last 5 seconds.
Okay, good.
The 25-second clock. So
that's exactly right. Well, you're definitely Roddy's daughter. You look just like him. I know Roddy would be glad to hear me say that, and we've certainly enjoyed having you up here with us.
Thank you.
And Roddy, she looks nothing like you.
There you go. 2 different sides of the spectrum, but we'll let the viewers decide which one is true. Okay, so we'll be right back with more of your high school sports now. Let's go to an interview of the 2 coaches, the Greeneville coach and the Seymour coach, by Mike Hines.
Michael Hines with your high school sports. This week seems like it might be a little bit of a tough matchup going against Seymour. Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
You know, it'll be another tough matchup. You know, they come into the ball game, they're 5-1. You know, they beat some good teams, so it'll be a big challenge for us. You know, we're coming off a big time physical game. But this is another a region game for us, so we got to make sure we're on top of our game.
One of the things that I noticed in Greeneville's offense, their key players are Gudger, Laws, and Gillespie. How do you expect to be able to slow them down?
Well, I think it's $1 million question that everybody across the state's wanting to know the answer to. You know, if you watch them on offense, they're very well coached and they're fast, and they put up a lot of numbers and a lot of points. And you know, I don't know if there is a way to stop them. You just hope to kind of slow them down.
What do you think defensively you would have to do differently than what you had to do against DB this week?
You know, we just got to continue to play hard on defense, make sure we get lined up right all the time, make sure that we're making all the right calls. You know, we lost a experienced linebacker early in the season to an injury. We got 2 young guys that don't have as much experience in there. Those guys are continuing to learn from week to week, and they're continuing to get better, which is big for us. But, you know, we got to continue to do those things. If we can do those, I think we got a good chance to be successful on Friday night.
Offensively, what do you think that you can do to put quite a few points on the board to keep head to toe with them?
Oh, so we don't want to get into a shooting match with them. They've been averaging, I think, close to 50 or 60 points a game. You know, and obviously we've done okay throughout the year and been able to move the ball. But I think for us, we're going to have to slow the game down and try to take the air out of the ball and limit the number of possessions that they have.
Yeah, one of the things that I saw with Seymour, they had 309 yards rushing. How did County react to those type of offenses?
You know, that's one thing that I feel like that we're really good at is defending the run. You know, Dobbins Bennett rushed 38 times for 49 yards. So, you know, I feel really good about our defense when somebody tries to run the ball on us. I feel like if somebody's going to be able to move the football consistently, they can't just line up and run it at us. So, you know, I feel good about that. Against Seymour coming into the game, I feel like they're going to have to do some different stuff than they've done against some other guys if they're going to be successful against us running the football.
And so for us offensively, it's going to be a matter of can we control the ball and not have turnovers. Defensively, Tanner Lane, one of our linebackers, has had a strong season. And our, defensive back-wise, we've got 2 senior corners, and Ryan Madari and Brooks Crowder, who are definitely up to a tall task this week. But those guys have seen a lot of football and played pretty well this year.
This week we had a couple of pass interference penalties that kept a drive or two going. But other than that, we had a penalty here or there, a holding penalty, but nothing big on offense that kept drives from continuing down the field. That's things that, some of those penalties are for us playing hard. We get penalties if we hit somebody out of bounds or get a holding penalty, just, things we've been stressing our players we got to continue to get better at.
I don't think you can change any aspect of their game. They have explosive players all the way around. So to say, we're going to take so-and-so or so-and-so out of the game, well, then you're just leaving another kid who's just as explosive in one-on-one coverage. So we're going to try to do what we've done all year defensively, and play sound and play smart, and make people, beat us being consistent. And then offensively, we're not going to change anything there either. As far as trying to add this trick play here, trick play there, we're just going to try not to turn over the ball and give them more possessions. And like I said, just try to take the air out of it and hold on to it as long as we can.
Okay, welcome back to Householder Field for tonight's Your High School Sports Game of the Week, the Greeneville Green Devils and the Seymour Eagles. And Chris, while we have a little bit of time, let's talk about high school football right now. You've seen quite a bit of these games. You've seen Sevier County, you've seen Dobbins-Bennett, you've seen Pigeon Forge, you've seen Alcoa. You've seen quite a few teams. Give me your impression about the state of high school football here in Tennessee right now.
Yeah, well, I think I've seen a little bit better years as far as dominance, but at the same time, you still have the Greeneville, you still have the Maryvilles, you still have the teams that are always up in the top tier. But you see also teams like Seymour tonight having a great record coming in tonight's game, and you see teams like Sevierville doing really well too. Sevierville started out really strong. We get 3 games in a row. Sevierville been very impressive, then go up against Knox-West, and then last week we saw them play and have a big win. So I really think that this whole state of football in Tennessee is doing a great job.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Of course, there's a lot of great teams from Middle Tennessee, and of course, a lot of speed in Western Tennessee. But you mentioned some of the key teams. Greeneville, kind of the class of 4A. Powell this year seems to be the class of 5A, and of course, Maryville still the king of 6A. So tonight, let's focus in on tonight's game. We talked a little bit in the open about the differences between these two teams, but Seymour's got a pretty diverse attack. They run pass about 60-40 on the run pass. They've got a thunder and lightning combination in the backfield with a power back. They'll run over you. Another back that's got a lot of moves and a lot of speed. What kind of offense do you have to see from Seymour tonight to be able to at least control the clock a little bit to give their defense a rest?
I think you said it right there about that little speed and about that hard run. It's got to be balanced. I think last week we were Sevier County, we saw them do a really good job of getting their quarterback out with little short passes, with good confidence builder plays, no big down the field plays to get out of their realm, but balanced offense with the run, with the pass, and also on special teams. It's going to have to be a big deal now. You may have to punt a lot, but when you punt or you punt it where they can't get it back to you or score very quickly, like you said, time maintenance.
Right. And I think the key for, more so for Seymour, but also for Greeneville is, you got to stop the run. That's got to be number one. If you can stop the run and force them to throw the ball, I think you got a chance to maybe make some plays.
Well, I think also, too, as far as you doing time on offense, when you get on defense, make the drives last a little longer. Make Greeneville work for every score they get, and when they do that, maybe it takes 5-6 minutes to score. Don't let it be one big play, 2 big plays, and score. That's where the game get out of hand. That's where Seymour has to focus on.
Okay, so there you have it, our analysis of tonight's game between Greeneville and Seymour. It should be a really good one. Greeneville, one of the class teams in 4A, Seymour, an up-and-coming team as well at 5-1. So we'll be right back after this break for the kickoff of the Your High School Sports Game of the Week.
The Seymour High School Jacks team.
Hey, let's do a sports show in the club.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm sure it makes you want one or a dozen right now. So come visit our locally owned and operated Krispy Kreme donuts in Pigeon Forge. Our Krispy Kreme donuts are made fresh daily, our service is fast and friendly, and the taste will put a smile on anyone's face. Krispy Kreme is a fundraising favorite, so call us today to help support your school or community fundraising efforts. Our delivery truck is there when you need us. Krispy Kreme Donuts on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge.
At Sevier County Electric System, we know that when the power goes out, it's important to you to have power restored as quickly as possible. That's why we've introduced the Power Action Line. As soon as you call the Power Action Line from a phone associated with your electric service, we know immediately that your power is out. The Power Action Line lets us answer up to 1,200 calls per hour, so we can make sure and identify all outages, even after major storms. We track those outages through our integrated mapping system, which provides our operations center a better understanding of where the affected areas are located and predicts probable starting points that helps our crews begin looking for the problem. Our whole goal is to get your power back on as soon as possible. We'll even call you back to make sure your service has been restored. At Sevier County Electric System, we want to take care of our customers, and that's what we do every day. Sevier County Electric System. We are the power behind our community. Just call 865-774-6300.
Tune in to the Alewife Pottery Channel 196. Watch local craftsmen and learn of the rich Smoky Mountain heritage and history. Meet Robert Alewife and his family as they take you on their journey of their successful pottery business in the Gatlinburg's arts and crafts community. Established by Robert Alewife more than 30 years ago, this business has grown up with the Alewife family. Alewife Pottery is renowned nationwide, not only for their stunning handmade ceramics, but also their friendly, fun-loving family atmosphere. Tune to Channel 196, the Alewife Pottery Channel, and enjoy these great stories.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Claybo's Campground and Cabins and Claybo's Market and Grill have been family-owned and operated since 1978. Claybo's Campground is spacious, with 320 sites including vacation homes and cabins. Great location for family reunions and large groups with entertainment on the weekends. Make reservations at Claybo's Campgrounds and Cabins, located on 405 Wears Valley Road, Pigeon Forge.
Okay, welcome back to Householder Field for tonight's game between the Greeneville Green Devils and the Seymour Eagles, a Class 4A Region 1 matchup. Greeneville comes into the game 6-0, 3-0 in the region. Seymour comes in 5-1, 1-1 in the region. Seymour would be a heavy underdog tonight, even though they're playing at home if we were on FanDuel or one of those places, but we're not. So I guess I'll go to you first, Chris. Given everything that we've said in the open and our second segment, give me your take of how you think this game is going to play out.
Well, I mean, just on straight facts, I think it'll be a outside game on the scoreboard, but they're at home tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your pregame entertainment, please welcome to the field the Seymour High School Marching Band.
I think Greeneville will take it away.
Well, I have to be honest. I mean, I have not seen these two teams play yet, but just watching them both warm up, you know, there's an old saying in football, better athletes beat lesser athletes. Now, that's not to take anything away from the Seymour players, but if you just look at the size of the two teams, I mean, Greeneville just seems to be a bigger, physically more overwhelming type team. I think Seymour is going to stay in this game for the very reasons you just said, but I think as the game wears on, Greeneville's going to start pounding the ball. They're going to start throwing some short passes until they get the big play. I think Greeneville's going to pull away in the second half and possibly win by 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, I think so too. And Again, I think the biggest thing tonight for Seymour is, I was said in the opening a little bit, is stay balanced, stay within yourself, try to look at the scoreboard, do what you've been doing all week in practice, that'll make you successful, and that's all that's going to matter.
Well, you know, you make a very good point because, you know, a lot of teams, they're a running football team. And, well, let's take a quick break. We've got the national anthem right now, and then we'll come back and finish our points.
Tonight we celebrate America with the singing of our national anthem. Our national anthem is being performed by members of the award-winning Seymour High School Choir, directed by Miss Andrea Gant. But before they sing, would you please join me in a moment of silence? Our moment of silence tonight is honoring our brave men and women serving us as first responders, serving our communities in harm's way, and especially for the families that wait for them here at home. A moment of silence, please. And we thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose proud stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare amongst the stinging air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
Rendition of the national anthem tonight, our great national anthem in this great country of the United States of America. So what I was going to say, Chris, was you made a very good point. Or do we have an alma mater now? Okay, let's listen to the alma mater first, then we'll finish our point.
This way, left and right. Like, it makes it easier. No, this one makes it easier to go left and right. This one makes it easier to go left. So if it's too hard to turn left and right, you tighten this one that way. Or if it's too loose,
Ladies and gentlemen,
we're back.
Seymour award-winning.
Okay, so what I was going to say was, you make a good point. Too many teams, they get behind by a couple touchdowns right away. They try to get away from their game plan. Really important to run the football. Even if you're not getting a lot of yards early on, you've got to have the opposing defense honor the run.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's what's going to make sure you hold that time maintenance a little bit, and you're going to make sure that you don't get too early. I mean, have to get Green Devils on the field here. They're ready to play tonight. But biggest thing, again, back to that, I know people go back to balance. You talked about it too. I really think you got to stay balanced, stay within your realm. Don't look at what everything that Greeneville may be doing. But it's not all about Greeneville. There's two teams playing tonight. Right. Seymour has the opportunity to go out and have a big game.
Yeah, I was talking to a coach, a high school football coach last week at Maryville, and he was telling me, you know, in today's world of college or of football, you can get on the internet, you get on YouTube, you can watch what college teams are doing all over the country. A lot of high school teams now run that wide open run pass option type offense. You know, they like to throw the football, but I'm an old school guy. I think if you can run the football, if you can control the clock and then use the pass in key situations, you can be very effective in high school.
And then I'm about to contradict myself a little bit, but at the same time though, Seymour also has to make big plays.
Yeah, no question.
You got to pull out big plays. You got to get on the scoreboard. Maybe you don't do anything out of your realm, but you do put some of those playbook plays that you maybe not have all the time, and you throw it out there and you put the ball on the field and sling it and go wide open and see what happens.
And I'm also going to predict, I think Seymour's going to need a couple turnovers.
Sure.
You know, maybe force a couple turnovers, but they've got to be as clean as possible on offense. Can't afford to turn the ball over.
Oh, yeah, you got to be sound on offense, sound on defense, and like you said, too, turnovers could be huge for them. You get a couple turnovers and scores that weren't supposed to happen, change the whole momentum of the game. That's going to be a big thing, too, because when Greeneville gets turnovers, they score points.
Right.
So when Seymour gets turnovers, will they get points? We'll find out.
Exactly. Okay, we're close to kickoff. We got about 4 minutes left until kickoff. Let's take another quick break, and then we'll be back with the kickoff of tonight's game. We're not on camera anymore now, are we?
It's getting close. Let's stand up. Let's get on your feet. Let's rock this house. The Green Devils are in the house to take on your Eagles. Ladies and gentlemen, let's cheer. Let's rock it. Here they come, the Seymour Eagles.
Okay, we're back. Householder Field for tonight's Your High School Sports Game of the Week between Greeneville and Seymour. Greeneville getting ready to kick off. Before they do, I want to mention Krispy Kreme Donuts. Winfield Dunn Parkway in Sevierville, on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge. Claybo's Express Shine Car Wash. Remember, they are our touchdown sponsor tonight. Sevier County Electric System, the power behind our community. And of course, Buddy's Barbecue on Winfield Dunn Parkway in Sevierville. The Allowine Pottery, Channel 196 on the Tourist Channel in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Riverstone Resort and Spa. Blades Salon, another one of our fine sponsors. Greeneville has been on the sidelines waiting. Seymour has just come out on the field. We have the captains coming to the field now to center the field for the coin toss. For Greeneville, it's number 77, number 8, number 11, and number 2. For Seymour, 19, 61, 11, and 12.
Number 77 is Michael Pillar. Number 11 is Bradley Cohen. And number 8, Jackson Tillery. Seymour has won the toss. And Seymour will receive the scoreboard end of the field. Your officials tonight provided by the Knoxville
Okay, so we're about ready to kick off here. Seymour has won the toss and has elected to receive. They'll be defending the goal to your left as you're watching your TV screen. Greeneville will kick off, defending the goal to your right as you're watching your TV screen. We're about ready to kick this thing off, Chris.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, the 25-second clocks are not working
Seymour decided to receive the
on either end of the field.
Keep it away from Greeneville
From one end, not the other.
see what they can do with it.
No, I like that idea. Most teams will defer so they get the ball in the second half, but I think that was a smart move.
The field tonight, the 25-second clock will be kept. So watch for the guy in the defensive backfield who will be moving his hand in from the top down to the bottom in 1 second.
You know, I'm not used to all these 25-second clocks. I mean, gosh, when I played, we had a guy putting the score up on the board by hand. You know, we didn't even have a 25-second clock.
National Football Officials Association for providing.
Yeah, kind of like Wrigley Field where they put the numbers up, by hand. Oh boy! All right, so we're getting ready to kick this thing off. Greeneville will be kicking off.
Dropping deep for Seymour will be number 7, Brooks Crowder, and number 13, Ryan Ladari.
Looks like Graham Cooper will be kicking off for Greeneville. Hope I got that right. Let's see when I get his number, 86. I think I'm right on there.
Is your kicker,
Graham Cooper.
Cooper Graham.
Well, excuse me, Cooper Graham. I had the names backwards.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's football time here in Seymour.
Seymour ready to receive. Ryan Ladari is one of the deep men. He'll be on the left of the formation. We're getting ready to go, and Cooper kicks it off. Taken at the 10-yard line by Crowder, and he's going to be swallowed up right there at the 19. So Seymour will start 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line, their own 19-yard line.
Interesting to see here what they come out with. Hopefully,
yes.
It's going to be a run. It's going to be pass heavy. Will they stay balanced? Will they do something unconventional?
Right.
Let's see how they start.
Myers combined for the stops. Return is given to the 20-yard line. First down, Seymour.
All right, Seymour comes out. Looks like they got a 3-wide receiver set.
Comes motion.
Motion. A little misdirection. Yeah, tough defense.
Brendan Harris on the carry. Met by number 21, Grayson Height.
Grayson Height on the tackle for Greeneville. Little misdirection, trying to confuse Greeneville on the first play. Seymour quarterback is Eli Funk, number 3.
Here comes the shotgun.
Shotgun formation, pretty much same formation. No, incomplete pass.
Landon Beeler is incomplete. It'll be 3rd down.
Here's where you got to be careful.
Yeah, exactly.
3rd down, 10 yards to go, maybe 11. Don't get out of your comfort zone. Don't throw a pass over to the middle for an interception or a pick six.
Right.
Save the ball, throw out of bounds, get down.
Right.
Or get a first down.
Right, exactly. And I wouldn't even be opposed early in the game to running the football here. I mean, even if you pick up 5-6 yards, gives your punter a little more room. But you're right, don't do anything to turn it over. Greeneville's defensive line pretty big. It looks like they outsized the Seymour line quite a bit. All right, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Funk drops back, he's being pressured. Little screen, good call, great call. There's number 12, their power back.
Complete to Brendan Harris.
That's Brendan Harris, their thunder back, and their thunder and lightning formation. Don't think he made the first down, but as I said, he picked up a nice 5 yards. It'll be 4th down, and that'll give Seymour a little room to punt.
And I think something too is, Ralph, is you got to make sure that on the possession, what did you learn right there?
Right.
You learned that you can run the football, nothing going.
Right.
But a screen pass, simple, easy. When that guy came running free, he didn't panic. He tossed it right over his head, wide open. I would definitely go back to that play, run it on both sides of the football, on each side of the line. See what happens. Now we got a punt. Let's get it and see what happens.
Right, and then you can run something different off that formation as well. All right, looks like not a very good punt. Looks like it went out of bounds at about the 41-yard line of Seymour. So poor field position or good field position for Greeneville. They'll take over at the Seymour 41.
First down, Green Devils.
That's what you don't want.
Yes, that's exactly what you don't want to have happen. Unfortunately.
But it does happen, so we'll see what happens here. But at the same time, those are the things that gives Greeneville the advantage, even though you don't want to do anything. A good punt there of 30, 40-something yards, I mean, maybe in a great, it would be perfect, but a shank punt out of bounds, starting over the cross, already in scoring territory is not where you want to be. But let's see what happens with Greeneville here. They got a high-power offense.
Brady Quillen, the quarterback, they'll side up in a shotgun as well. They're going to run it right off the bat. Big hole off to the left.
On the carry, number 2, Mason Gudger.
Mason Gudger.
Marker on the field.
Mason Gudger on the carry. Looks like it may be holding.
Against the Green Devils.
Anytime you see a flag at about the line of scrimmage and you see that referee about 10 yards behind the line, it's usually going to be a holding call. That's going to set Greeneville back for a first down, but it's going to be, well, it's from the spot of the foul. So actually now it's going to be about first and let's call it 15.
15. As the penalty took place about 5 yards downfield.
That was a big hole right there, Ralph, to open up, but a holding, so obviously.
Yeah, that's right.
Look, but that's great for Seymour, too. That's good. Now, can you capitalize on that? Can you hold him right here, get it 2nd and long, 3rd and long, and see if you can get off the field here in this first possession?
Screen, little bubble screen, and he's going to be in the clear. And they're going to tackle him down around the 9-yard line.
Number 3, Jaden Stevenson.
Jaden Stevenson on the reception on the bubble screen, and that's a really good call by Greeneville there.
First and goal, Green Devil at the Seymour 9.
Seymour there went for the screen pass.
Yeah.
That's what they did.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're really good at it and talented. See how fast they are.
And if you'll watch on TV as you're watching this, of course, not particularly on this play, but I'll mention it here in a moment. Quillen, the quarterback, shotgun formation. He's going to hand it off again, right up the middle. Gudger with the ball carry. He's going to score. No, he's going to be held short.
That's close. He really powered. He had two or three guys pulling him.
He did. Yeah, he did.
I think right here, too, he'll probably still run it around, but I've looked for the quarterback there to eventually put it in his stomach and pull it out and be wide open.
Yeah, it's either going to be a handoff again or the quarterback's, well, they're in a power formation. This is a power I formation. You haven't seen this since the 70s. He's going to give it right to that tailback.
Oh, he fumbled.
He fumbled the ball.
Oh, got it back.
Quarterback kept it.
That's what we talked about in our open, didn't we?
Gotta have some
almost a little mishandle right there. Did a good job of grabbing it and just headed towards the end zone, but that's exactly what could happen. A quick turnover could really change it.
On the tackle for Seymour, number 35 is Tanner Lane.
Too tight almost. They were all he barely even turned around and handed the ball off. Too tight.
I think he hit it against the fullback's thigh on that one. Going to give it right where he should have given it the first time. That's a touchdown.
On the carry,
Gudger on the carry of the touchdown.
Mason Gudger for the Green Devil touchdown.
I timed that, Ralph, a little bit under a minute and a half.
Yeah. Well, you know what I was going to say before. What Greeneville is doing is, a lot of teams do this, they're lining up kind of halfway. Their coach is waiting to see Seymour's defense, and then he's calling the play. And on that bubble screen, they had the numbers on that side of the field, and they were able to outflank Seymour. And with their speed, there's no question he was going to get deep down into Seymour territory. So the extra point is good. That puts Seymour up 7-0, and we'll be right back after this message from our sponsors.
Just look at all those freshly made Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm sure it makes you want one or a dozen right now. So come visit our locally owned and operated Krispy Kreme donuts in Pigeon Forge. Our Krispy Kreme donuts are made fresh daily, our service is fast and friendly, and the taste will put a smile on anyone's face. Krispy Kreme is a fundraising favorite, so call us today to help support your school or community fundraising efforts. Our delivery truck is there when you need us. Krispy Kreme Donuts on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge.
Cooper Graham on the kickoff. He boots it down to Crowder at the 7. And he's going to be swallowed up again.
Rich Crowder on the return.
So the second drive here, what are you looking for, Ralph?
On the stop for the Green Devils.
Coach here, what would you be
Carson Quillen and
yeah, I think I think you try stick to your playbook. Try some things that you know are going to work. I mean, obviously they've had all week in practice. They've looked at film. I think they have a few things they think they can do, and they're going to try to stick to that. Like right now, first time we've seen this, stacked wide receivers to their right. Let's see what they run off it. Quarterback's going to run it.
Eli Fleck on the carry.
Not much there.
Nope, not much at all. Grayson Height on the stop for Greeneville. And Hillary.
Dixon all getting up on him.
I think you're seeing what you're seeing, Chris, the speed of Greeneville. They just get to the ball too fast. And I think Seymour's going to have to, well, I've always been taught that when I was going through football is you run at speed. You don't run away from it. So they're going to have to figure some way to try to get some holes right up that middle because you can't run away from guys that are faster than you.
True. I also think, too, they got to make sure they get their ball to their playmakers. Don't goof around.
Right.
Whoever your playmakers are, with maybe Harris, maybe one of the wide receivers, make whatever that and exploit that.
It'll be 3rd down 7.
Well, I mean, we know that you know, Brendan Harris, Kai Thompson, those are their playmakers. And of course, their quarterback, Funk, is also a playmaker as well as Crowder. So those are the guys you want to get the ball to.
Yes.
We're just going to throw a little slant. That's a good call, and that's going to be a first down.
Pass complete to Ryan Ladari.
And that is going to be, I've been waiting to say this all time, a Squisito 2 New York pizza and pasta first down. How'd that go? Did I say that right? All right, good.
Yeah, you did great on that one. What a good play right there. That was
stop, but not before it's first down. Indigo Eagles.
We talked about it, maybe they don't do all the time, but he made a good job of just throwing the football down the field with confidence, and he grabbed the ball and caught it really nice and took it down the field, got the extra yards.
Exactly, and what made that play work was the play action. The fake run drew the linebacker just enough to create that seam across the middle, and a nice first down by Seymour. Should give him a little confidence. So they'll give it to their big back right up the middle, but closed off pretty quickly.
I think something too is when you're talking about Greeneville's defense too, you've got to be able to get them somewhat on their heels, somewhat not being so right now. When you think about it, over that last play, they know what's coming. They see it coming. You got to get them off and get them unbalanced on their side and make sure they don't know what's coming every play. And get some plays in there that get them off balance so they don't know what's coming.
Right, exactly. Tricky, yeah. Yeah, now there's a situation where...
number 7, Jacoby Gillespie.
Gillespie, go ahead.
Right there.
It'll be third down.
I know it's on their playbook, so again, back to being unbalanced. I'm watching it, it's easier to do on the field, but a little punt fake and then run down.
Right. And when you throw that pass with the speed of, you've got to throw it on a rope. You can't hang it up there, otherwise that could have been a pick six.
Yeah, and also on the sideline too, maybe if they get here on the next drive or even the finish drive, Greeneville's jumping everything. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yes.
Let's exploit that.
Right. Not good.
And Eli Funk will be sacked.
That was a shot.
Yeah.
By number 55, Terry Grove.
Terry Grove on the sack. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
They're coming back off the field. Number 2. Hey, do you see them jumping on those plays? You see that? Let's make them own that. So don't give them the ball. Let's run by them. Let's do something.
Right. Yeah. Well, I think you got to set that up, right? I mean, you got to do a couple things out of a certain formation for a while and then set that up.
See if we get a better punt off here.
Yeah, we definitely need a better punt here. And it's a little better. Better hang time.
A lot better than the first one.
Right. Wow. Oh, nice hit. All right, that's good. I mean, Seymour showed Greeneville on that hit. Tanner Lang. Yeah, no, you got to do that. I mean, that shows Greeneville that you're here to play as well. All right, so Greeneville takes over on the punt return at the Seymour, let's call it the 42-yard line. They'll have 1st and 10. We've got 5:49 left in the first quarter. Greeneville with a 7-0 lead. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers to the right. We'll go back to the run. They're going to give it to Gudger. Right up the middle. Power running. It's going to be hard to catch him. He's gone. So that's going to be a touchdown for Seymour.
Carry the ball in for the touchdown, Mason Gudger.
Touchdown for Greeneville.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Touchdown for Greeneville. I apologize.
That was quick too. Again, I don't know. I might have
too quick.
First play.
Yeah, that was way too quick, and that's a Claybo's Express Shine touchdown. In fact, our good friends at Claybo's Express Shine have had 2 touchdowns tonight, both by Greeneville. Getting ready for the extra point now. Cooper Graham with the kick. It's up, and it's good. So with 5:40 left, first quarter, Greeneville with a 14-0 lead on Seymour. We'll be right back after these messages. Right up the middle.
Just look at all those freshly made Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm sure it makes you want one or a dozen right now. So come visit our locally owned and operated Krispy Kreme donuts in Pigeon Forge. Our Krispy Kreme donuts are made fresh daily, our service is fast and friendly, and the taste will put a smile on anyone's face. Krispy Kreme is a fundraising favorite, so call us today to help support your school or community fundraising efforts. Our delivery truck is there when you need us. Krispy Kreme Donuts on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge.
Around in a dirty, dirty car. You gotta get it washed, gotta get it washed. Wanna
All right, kickoff by Cooper Graham. Crowder with the return. He gets it out this time to about the 25. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 23-yard line.
Touchdown, Seymour.
Now, here's what we were talking about, or what you were talking about. You're down 14-0. It's early in the game. You can't start flinging the ball around the field. You got to stick with what you're doing. You know, pick up a couple first downs, see if you can get in their side of the territory, and then maybe try a play that maybe they haven't seen, or try a different move off a certain formation and see if you can crack a big play.
Yeah.
See what they got. Funk at quarterback, shotgun formation. He's got the big boy behind him. He's going to give it to him up the middle. He's going to break to the outside. That's a nice run.
Brendan Harris on the carry.
Well, we watched Brandon Harris last year, by the way.
Right.
He did a great job last year when we came to the games here. Really, he is the power runner, and he can really get the ball when he gets going. I think he gets better as the game goes, too. I think you'll see more from him as the game goes on. But when we get a run like that, that's where they got to mix up their stuff. Make people play when they jump.
Right. Yeah, he's the type of runner that, you know, you hear that all the time, that good running backs don't really hit their stride till they get to about 20, 25 carries.
Sure. In a game like tonight, where you got the Greeneville Devils in here, the big game, get a few hits on, get a few touches, and then you can get settled in.
Right. Yeah, give it right back to him. Right up the middle, power run. He's going to get to about the 30. So now you've got a manageable 3rd and 3. I mean,
you see the fight in him, too. You see how that goes. That really is powerful. And if I was on that Seymour offense, that'd get me going.
And now would be a good time to fake it to him right up the middle and then throw a little quick pass.
30-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 3. Peterson on the stop.
Let's see what they do here. Same design.
Give it right back to him. Yeah, see, they're too fast. I mean, as I said, Chris, you cannot run away. You got to run it right at them. I mean, when you try to run away from speed, they're just going to run you down.
Number 4.
They kind of went what you said before. They didn't get
a short box on the
ran the football. Here we
4th
go, a punt again. But what we got to do is we got to the football. We got to get back off the field. So let's hope we don't get another score here. That's what happens. It gets snowball. But get another good punt off here so we can maybe get a turnover.
Well, the trouble, though, is you got Seymour's defense now that's been on the field quite a bit in this first quarter.
Yes.
All right, there's the snap. Kicks away, another bad kick. And that's going to go out of bounds about the 30. Actually, gave him, let's see, he's continuing walking. I'm going to say the 39-yard line.
8-yard line.
That's a drive killer right there.
Well,
we're playing Greeneville. They might be able to get away with that on other teams, but they'll have things. But that's very detrimental to that. But things happen. I mean, things go on. But that's what gives the ball up to Greeneville across the 50-yard ready to start.
Right, you can't do that.
Not much you can do.
No. All right, let's see what we got here. Seymour comes out in basically let's call it a 4-2 defense. Greeneville in the shotgun. They're going to try to throw it. The slant right across the middle, wide open.
Pass is complete to number 19, Mason Wiles.
Mason Wiles with the reception, number 19.
Gain to the 20.
Slant pass, wide open. I mean, they're respecting these receivers quite a bit, and you have to a little bit with their speed, but you certainly can't leave them wide open.
And it's so impressive, Ralph. It's not even watch Greeneville. Not to say Seymour can't do anything about it, but it is very impressive to watch these guys. They're spot on. They're big. They're fast.
They're well coached.
He watched that ball in and then took off. That was super impressive.
All right, they go right up the middle to Gudger again. He breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2 tackles. He's going to score again.
On the carry for the touchdown, number 2, Mason Gudger.
So we have another Claybo's Express Shine touchdown. Another one by Greeneville. And with a little under 3 minutes left, about 2:59, Greeneville is going to be attempting the extra point to go up 21-0. Cooper Graham sets it up.
Already put 20.
Graham goes in.
Kick is up, and the kick is good. So 3 minutes left. Let's call it 3 minutes. First quarter, Greeneville 21, Seymour nothing on the Your High School Sports Game of the Week. We'll be right back.
Just look at all those freshly made Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm sure it makes you want one or a dozen right now. So come visit our locally owned and operated Krispy Kreme donuts in Pigeon Forge. Our Krispy Kreme donuts are made fresh daily, our service is fast and friendly, and the taste will put a smile on anyone's face. Krispy Kreme is a fundraising favorite, so call us today to help support your school or community fundraising efforts. Our delivery truck is there when you need us. Krispy Kreme Donuts on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge.
Okay, we're back after Greeneville has kicked off, and I want to apologize to our friends at Squisito 2, New York Pizza and Pasta. We haven't had a lot of first downs tonight. Seymour's had one. Greeneville's maybe had one. Most of their scores have come on one play.
Yeah.
So it's, big plays, exactly. All right, so Seymour has the ball on their own 18. They're going to line up down 21-0 here. Big hole. They're going to have to figure out something just to move the football right now. Yeah, sack in the back.
Thompson on the carry.
Too fast, too big and too fast.
See, I think that's where I would try to mix it up and get quick passes. I know that there's hardly much you can do there, but that's where maybe you stop running the football on the outside, start getting the ball, and then you mix it up. Right. If you run off the middle, there's just nowhere to go.
Well, what have they been successful on tonight? A couple runs up the middle and slant across the middle.
There you go.
Quick passes and runs right at the center of the defense, because you basically alleviate speed by running right at them. I know I've said that a lot, but that's true.
Pass is incomplete. Outside Sawyer, the intended receiver.
Okay, so we got another third down. It's going to be 3rd and 15.
It's going to be a tough play right here.
Yeah, well, what do you do? I mean, I hate to sound like I'm at a loss for words, but I kind of am. I mean,
you got to give all the credit to Greeneville.
Oh, no question.
Speed, they have everything going on. There's not much you can do. It's easy for us to sit up here and talk about
what
we're going to do and all that.
Yes, it is.
They're playing really hard. That's what's so impressive about Greeneville, too.
Yeah, they are. Slant. And he had it, right. If he'd have thrown that ball in the front of him, he'd have had it.
He might have been gone.
He might have been, yeah. Yeah, so as we said, right, you got to run right at him, slants right up the middle, and a little bit better pass there, and we'd have had a big play on Seymour's part.
And the coach down there is talking to the quarterback there. He even told him, he pointed to that slant, get the ball down. He saw what was coming. He gave him a little talk right there, because that could have been a big play.
So Seymour lines up to punt. A little bit better. Well, still going to end up on Seymour's side of the 50-yard line. Greeneville's going to start at about the 39-yard line.
I'm not sure what it is when I look at the team of Greeneville, though. You got these humongous wide receivers. Their offensive line's huge. And the quarterback, man, he's kind of a little guy compared to these other guys. He's got all the smart. He got his team together. They're listening to him. He's running all the plays.
Screen.
Look,
bubble screen. Woo, nice play. Fast. All right. Got to give Seymour some credit on that one. Good play by them.
They got it stopped.
Pass complete to Gillespie. On the tackle for Seymour, number 13, Brown Ladari, number 27.
Jaden Williamson on the play.
It'll be 2nd down.
2nd down, about 3. Going to give it again to Gudgeon. This time they make a play.
And off to Mason Gudgeon. Tanner Lane led the charge for the Eagles.
So Seymour's defense bowing their neck just a little bit now. We've got a 3rd down and about 2.
And 3rd one. It's 3rd down.
Yeah, nice play.
On the carry, number 2, Mason Gudger.
Good play.
Harris said, I don't think so, but it'll be a first down. Just a little bit.
First down.
Brendan Harris, the power running back, also playing linebacker for Seymour with a nice fill and tackle. A little bit questionable on the spot, but good play nonetheless. But it's going to be a first down for Greeneville. They're going to be about the 28.5-yard line of Seymour. 46 seconds left in the first quarter. Throw another screen.
Pass complete to number 5, Ajante Dobbs.
I think his own guy kind of got
on the tackle.
He tried to get out of the way.
He did try to get out of the way. He kind of pushed the Seymour defender right into him.
It'll be first down at the 17-yard line.
Mason Laws, number 19, was the one who kind of tripped up his own guy. Another good play by Seymour there.
Carry. Will be number 2, Mason Gudger.
And I think what Seymour's doing now, Chris, as I can tell, they've got a smaller defensive line. They're slanting. They're doing a lot of stunts that's confusing the Greeneville line just a little bit instead of trying to play him straight up.
I think you're exactly right on that.
It should be the last play of the first quarter, unless it's an incomplete pass, and it is.
And the pass is incomplete. It'll be third down.
Right. So that incomplete pass is going to stop the clock with about 2.5 seconds left first quarter. It'll give Greeneville one more play, going right to left on your TV screen. And it's also going to be a 3rd and long.
Go for the end zone here?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think if you're Greeneville, you go for the end zone. You got nothing to lose.
Yeah, right.
They're just going to hand it off to Gudger. He's going to make a move, and he's going to score. Yeah, he's a good running back.
Carried on into the end zone will be number 2, Mason Gudger.
Mason Gudger with the touchdown, another Claybo's Express Wash touchdown for Greeneville. And at the end of the first quarter, we'll have one untimed play, which the extra point usually is untimed, to see if Greeneville can extend this lead to 28-0. Snap, spot, kick. It's good.
At the end of the first quarter, your score is 28-0 favor the Green Devils.
Okay, so the first quarter has come to an end at Householder Field for the Your High School Sports Game of the Week. As we get ready to start the second quarter, the score, the Greeneville Green Devils 28, the Seymour Eagles nothing. We'll be right back.
Special pair of
At Sevier County Electric System, we know that when the power goes out, it's important to you to have power restored as quickly as possible. That's why we've introduced the Power Action Line. As soon as you call the Power Action Line from a phone associated with your electric service, we know immediately that your power is out. The Power Action Line lets us answer up to 1,200 calls per hour, so we can make sure and identify all outages, even after major storms. We track those outages through our integrated mapping system, which provides our operations center a better understanding of where the affected areas are located and predicts probable starting points that helps our crews begin looking for the problem. Our whole goal is to get your power back on as soon as possible. We'll even call you back to make sure your service has been restored. At Sevier County Electric System, we want to take care of our customers, and that's what we do every day. Sevier County Electric System. We are the power behind our community. Just call 865-774-6300.
Okay, we're back at Householder Field. Start of the second quarter, 28-0 Greeneville. Seymour with their best starting field position of the night at the 35-yard line by virtue of Cooper Graham's kickoff that went out of bounds at the 2. It's wide open down the middle of the field. Oh, man. He had a receiver. He was wide open running down the middle of the field.
At the same time, when you're running for your life a little bit, you kind of look up the field, people coming at you, you kind of have hard to sit.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's those plays right there that when you're playing Greeneville, you got to execute. You give your opportunities to make those plays.
Right. Well, you know, let's say we know why they're rolling the quarterback out, right?
Yes.
He's got to get away from the pressure. He can't stand in the pocket. But you got to keep your eyes downfield and be willing to stop, turn those shoulders, and try to hit that pass.
Yes.
All right, so it's going to be 2nd and 11 as he ran out of bounds. We give it right up the gut to number 22, and he's not going to go anywhere.
Ty Thompson on the carry.
The offensive line is pretty much getting manhandled right now by Greeneville's defensive line. I mean, we're way up on the top of the press box, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Greeneville's defensive line outweighs Seymour's offensive line by a good 30 or 40 pounds on average.
Yes. And height, I'd say.
And height, yeah. Number 99 there is a tremendous looking defensive tackle for Greeneville. Yeah. Richard Clarity, 6'1", 300 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, he's just running right through everybody. There you go. There you go. Nice completion.
Complete.
Oh, it incomplete?
Oh, they called it complete.
No, they called it complete.
Complete.
There's a marker on the field.
That's in the backfield.
Personal foul, face mask against Seymour.
Ah.
Penalties declined. It'll be 4th down.
Well, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I don't believe in penalties because you have penalties, but I'd be doing whatever I had to do to keep him away from my quarterback.
Oh, no, I
don't hurt nobody. Face mask not a good way to go, but you got to do whatever it takes to keep him away.
I agree with you there. I mean, if you're faced with 2 choices, hold or let him kill your quarterback, you take the hold.
Take the hold. Yep, exactly.
Now look at that. And that's he's kind of like.
And the punt goes out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
Okay, so another poor punt by Seymour. That's going to give Greeneville the ball at the 42-yard line of Seymour.
I don't know if that's a regular punter or not. I'm not saying it is. Or
yeah, that's a good question.
I just wonder if that's something going on that we just don't know about, but at the same time.
Well, they've got Josh Nevins listed as a quarterback, also doing their punting. I don't see that they have a true punter. They have a couple kickers, but not a true punter. So, yeah, that'll kill you. Field position just. Greeneville's had the ball all night on the Seymour side of the field. 1st and 10. They're going to go deep now and try to get the home run play, and I think they're going to get it. Yep, touchdown. So,
is complete.
Another Claybo's Express Wash touchdown for the Greeneville Green Devils.
What a play there.
Yeah, well, you knew that was going to come at one point in time tonight. They're going to try to go for the big pass, and they did.
One of those things, too, like when you watch people on high school football, too, what Greeneville does so well, when we're standing up here and you watch the matchups, they exploit whatever that matchup is. You said it in the kind of first possession. They were watching which side, which side was left. Right there, I saw one-on-one. He saw the quarterback. They just looked at each other. He ran right past him and touchdown.
Right, exactly. So Cooper Graham lines up for the kick, placed it, kicked it. It looks good, and it is good. So we got 10:56 left in the second quarter, and Greeneville is up 35-0. We'll take another quick break right here on your high school sports game of the week.
Just look at all those freshly made Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm sure it makes you want one or a dozen right now. So come visit our locally owned and operated Krispy Kreme donuts in Pigeon Forge. Our Krispy Kreme donuts are made fresh daily, our service is fast and friendly, and the taste will put a smile on anyone's face. Krispy Kreme is a fundraising favorite, so call us today to help support your school or community fundraising efforts. Our delivery truck is there when you need us. Krispy Kreme Donuts on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge.
Okay, we're back at Householder Field, Greeneville 35, Seymour nothing, and Chris, let's take a quick minute to talk about one of our sponsors. I know you're getting a little hungry there, aren't you?
Yeah, for sure. We want to thank Buddy's for coming out every night on Friday nights. If you haven't been to Buddy's Barbecue in a while, make sure you go to your local Buddy's Barbecue, especially the one in Sevierville on the Parkway. Make sure to take care of all your needs. They always, every Friday night, take care of us with all of our barbecue sandwiches, baked beans, potato salad, all the fixings. I know you'll be happy at halftime when we start pulling this out.
I'm telling you, you can't go wrong with Buddy's Barbecue. They're about all over the East Tennessee, Knoxville area. And if you haven't been to Buddy's Barbecue, and it's hard for me to believe that there's anybody that's watching this broadcast that hasn't been to Buddy's Barbecue. But if you haven't, you need to go. I mean, just outstanding food, outstanding service, and a great environment. Buddy's Barbecue, especially the one in Sevierville, for all your needs, and we thank them for all they've done for your high school sports over the years. Okay, so Greeneville has kicked off to Seymour. We've already run one play. It is now second down from the 31 for Seymour, from their own 31.
Pass is broken up by number 4, Emmanuel Dixon.
Emmanuel Dixon there with the potential interception that he dropped.
That was all about pressure again. Rolling out is where we get away from the pressure, but the pressure was still on him. Had to make a quick play. Threw it across his body, back to the other side of the field. Right. Makes it really difficult. That's a hard play for anybody.
It is, yeah. I mean, it's you got to give Seymour a lot of credit. Brendan Harris, number 12, their big, powerful running back. He is a hard runner. He is doing the best he can to deliver a blow. But these guys are so big and strong that they're meeting him at point of contact, and he's not really going anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, when you get the football and you're a power runner, too, you have to have at least a step stride towards the front before you get going. He's not even getting that, and that's what's really holding momentum back. And he's taking big shots, too, after he gets stopped.
Yes. Looks like we got a different punter now for Seymour. Can't tell the number from where we're at, but we'll get it here in a minute. That wasn't bad. There you go. Good play by number 13 for Seymour.
Number 7, Gillespie, Ryan Ladari on the tackle.
Ryan Ladari on the tackle for Seymour. He's one of their key players.
Flag on the field.
We do have a flag on the field. Probably going to be some sort of a block in the back on Greeneville. That's going to be my guess.
We're talking about it.
Hold on Seymour. All right. So they're going to move the ball even further down. All right. So that's going to give Greeneville the start of this possession on the 23-yard line.
10 yards from the end of the play. Moves the ball back to the 23-yard line. It's first down, Greeneville. We're not sure.
They've already substituted quarterbacks, Greeneville.
Yep.
Corbin Cannon is the quarterback, a sophomore. And they've already got a different running back in as well. So Greeneville's starting to play some of their younger guys in the skill positions. They still got their big offensive line in there. They're going to give it right off the edge to number 15. He's going to pick up about 5.
15, Damian Short.
Damian Short on the carry for Greeneville. He's going to pick up, let's call it about 4.
It'll be second down at about 6.
So it's going to be 2nd and 6. Corbin Cannon, the quarterback for Greeneville, sophomore quarterback. He's going to throw it, and he completes it down to about the 10. Now we have a fumble.
Damn.
What we got there? Dead ball, incomplete. No, they're going to give
Seymour. Fumble recovered by Seymour.
So nice play by Seymour there, forcing the fumble.
Ryan Ladari and Landon Beeler breaking it up and causing the fumble.
Good play right there by Seymour.
Yeah, that was a good play. Nice hit by both guys. Obviously, the receiver had his feet on the ground, which constitutes a completed catch, and then they dislodged the football and recovered it. So that's going to give them the ball on the 10-yard, about the 11-yard line, with roughly 8.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Greeneville was still their starting defensive line in there. Looks like they've made some substitutions at linebacker, maybe one in the secondary. So let's see if Seymour can take advantage of it, and it doesn't look good. Nice play there by the safety for Greeneville, looks like number 3.
Jackson Tillery.
Jackson Tillery. Good fill by the strong safety there. Excuse me, number 8.
Down. Or 1. It'll be second down and 11.
I think that's one thing too. When you watch Seymour, they're actually a fast team. They usually play fast.
They are
on the edges fast. But Greeneville makes you look slow, which makes you feel like you're not going at your optimal, which kind of can slow down all of your different moves and everything that you do.
That's exactly right.
Makes it off.
I like that point. That's a good point.
Harris takes the ball.
Reagan Harris on the carry.
Rising receives the ball.
Number 4, Emmanuel Dixon.
Well, let's go out on a limb here a little bit. I think it's safe to say here, barring a miracle, Seymour's probably going to come out of this game 5-2. They go to Granger next in a region game, and then they go to South Greene, 2 winnable region games for them, which could put them at 7-2. And then they'll face Elizabethton at home. That'll be a tough battle for them. So you're looking at a season where they could easily be probably 3-3 in the region, and I think that's going to, with an outside shot at 4-2, and that's going to give them a shot at the playoffs. So you're right. They're a good football team. They're just not at Greeneville's level right now.
Yeah, I mean, all the speed, man, that's not going to help right there.
That'll be a hard marker on that.
No.
Blake. After this is the goal. Illegal procedure at the call against Seymour.
Well, let's wait till this plays over. We got a 3rd down and about, I'm going to say probably about 19, 16, 17, 18, 19, somewhere in that area. Looks like a little misdirection play there. Not a bad play. It's going to pick up about maybe 8. Let's call it 7. It's going to bring it back to the original line of scrimmage, and it's going to be 4th and 10. I was going to say, Chris, these are the nights, you're still young. You got a young child at home, which congratulations, by the way. But as a parent, these are the nights when, if you're the parent of a freshman or sophomore, you're thanking this score. Because even Seymour is going to get some young guys in this game. And Greeneville, if you're the parent of a senior, you're thinking, crud, my guy's only going to play a quarter or a half. Sure. So it goes both ways, right? Sure. It's always a happy night for someone.
Sure. Oh, wow.
All right, we have another rather poor kick there. That's going to bounce all the way back and hit a Greeneville player. I think it's actually going to be, it hit a Greeneville player, so it was a chance for it to be recovered by Seymour, but don't think they got it. And exactly what you talked about and what we discussed is happening right now. Seymour is making way too many mistakes. The longest Greeneville's had to go is about 46 yards tonight.
And, back to just kind of past experiences. I'm not going to tell you who it was, but I'll give it a little bit. I played a Greeneville basketball team one time that was very similar and well-mannered.
Right.
Big people everywhere. When you're on the field, you're on the basketball court, you play a team like this, for somebody on the other side and being in high school, it could be so overwhelming.
Sure, it could be,
sure. When you get down like this, you start getting your head.
Right.
You're not used to seeing it, but you got to just keep off of it, keep doing what you're doing, but at the same time, it is difficult.
It's very difficult, no question about it. They put Gudger back in the game. I think he's got 4 touchdowns tonight, if I'm not mistaken.
Mason Gudger on the tackle, Ryan Lazard.
If you can tell he's got good feet.
Oh, yeah.
He also got good vision. He always looking around. He doesn't take very many hits like he did right there, but he makes it look so easy.
And what the Greeneville coach here, he put his backup running back in last series. Now he's going to say, look, I want that 42nd point, and then we'll go back to our subs. Sure. I would say Gudger's going to get the ball here again. And he does, right up the middle.
Mason Gudger on the tackle. Convocation of Eagles.
He's going to put the ball down at about the 2. And Gudger's going to come out now. They're going to bring in number 15. He was in earlier.
Flag on Seymour.
Damian Short, running back, another sophomore.
Half the distance to the goal is the penalty. There's a face mask.
Excuse me, Damian Short is a
So
junior.
first and goal from the 1.
First and goal, I would say Damian Short will get the ball here unless the quarterback pulls it out and takes it himself. They're definitely not going to throw it. They hand it to Short. He's going to go around left end. He's going to score rather easily.
On the carry for the touchdown, number 15, Damian Short.
So that's going to be another Claybo's Express Wash touchdown. And that's going to make the score 41-0 here with about 5:15 remaining in the first half. I want to shout out to Squisito 2, New York's Pizza and Pasta. Hey, if it's got Squisito's name in it, you know it's got to be official New York Pizza and Pasta. Get over there and check it out. Extra points up, extra points good. And with 5:15 remaining first half, Greeneville 42, Seymour nothing. We'll be right back.
Campground and Cabins and Claybo's Market and Grill have been family owned and operated since 1978. Claybo's Campground is spacious, with 320 sites including vacation homes and cabins. Great location for family reunions and large groups with entertainment on the weekends. Make reservations at Claybo's Campgrounds and Cabins, located on 405 Wears Valley Road, Pigeon Forge.
Pigeon Forge 10.
Greeneville getting ready to kick off. Before they do, you know, we mentioned Buddy's Barbecue. I want to mention Krispy Kreme Donuts, Winfield Dunn Parkway in Sevierville, on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge. You know, what can I say? Krispy Kreme is the sweet akin to Buddy's Barbecue. They bring us donuts every Friday night, delicious donuts. And if you've never been to a Krispy Kreme, when that hot ready light comes on, then you have been missing something completely. They melt in your mouth, the Krispy Kreme donuts. Make sure you go to Krispy Kreme, get you a box or two of donuts, and enjoy them. All right, so Seymour will get the first down. Claybo's Express Shine Car Wash, remember they are our touchdown sponsor tonight. Sevier County Electric System, the power behind our community. And of course, Buddy's Barbecue on Winfield Dunn Parkway in Sevierville. The Alawine Pottery, Channel 196 on the Tourist Channel in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Riverstone Resort and Spa. Blades Salon, another one of our fine sponsors, as Seymour takes the ball up the middle for a gain of about 5. And we want to thank all of our sponsors. You know, we have a good time doing this, but we also know that it wouldn't be possible without our fine sponsors. So we want to thank them, and we want to urge you to patronize our sponsors as soon as you can. Okay, it's going to be second and about 7. Well, we'll call it a short 7 for Seymour. 4:43 left in the second quarter. Substitutions in now on the defensive line as well for Greeneville. And we have an incomplete pass. And you know, number 80 there for Seymour thought he was held, and he kind of broke his route and stopped. You know, you got to keep going. Let the officials call it. If it's not holding, it's not holding.
For sure. I don't think the coach too happy about that.
Yeah, I don't think he was either. That's going to bring up a third down. Again, I'm going to call it a third and a short 7 or a long 6 if you'd prefer it that way.
Think about some of those slant passes there, something up the field.
Yeah.
Get some positive yards here. Hopefully get a first down.
Right. Well, I think what you want to do now, if you're Seymour, you got to just try to mount some kind of drive. You know, I mean, you got to make something happen here. I think they've only had 1 first down tonight. Yeah, he's going to throw it away. It's going to bring up another punt.
You can see right away there, second team versus first team. He was able to run away from those players, but the first team, you can't even get that far outside.
Right. No. So Seymour's going to punt it away. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I said here with the punt team again.
And then we have a third different punter now for Seymour.
Number 14.
Yeah, we got number 14, and that looks like it is Bennett Kane. Listed as a kicker, so maybe he's a sophomore. So let's see if he can give us a decent punt here. A little bit of a high snap. He feels it well. It's going to, oh, wow.
I think he could have blocked that. I wasn't sure if he could run into the kicker.
Yeah,
he kind of pulled his hands back. He was right there, so I'm not sure.
I think he thought he was afraid he was going to run into the kicker. Yeah.
Which would cost him
4-yard line. First down. 10 to go. Greeneville.
All right, so we've got a first down for Greeneville. Squisito's 2, New York Pizza and Pasta first down. As Greeneville takes over possession, they're going to have it at about the 44-yard line of Seymour, with about 4:11 left first half. Backup players still in now. on both sides of the ball, it looks like.
They're going to pass.
Quarterback drops back. He's going to try to throw a deep one. It's a little bit long.
Pass intended for number 19.
And what you're seeing there is a lack of communication between the backup quarterback and the starting receiver. They probably don't get to throw to each other a lot during practice.
No, that was the exact same play as for a touchdown.
Exact same play.
And he was still wide open. He just missed it.
Exact same play. You're exactly right. And I think, listen, I think the Greeneville coach wanted to call that play as a teaching moment for his quarterback.
Sure, of course. Again, just so impressive to watch them play and look at it. I mean, even on the mistakes, they still look pretty.
Yes, they do. Yeah, though this is a good football team, well-coached football team with lots of talent. Yeah.
Pass intended for Gillespie is incomplete. Only third down.
Referee hurt over there. I think he might have cramped up on us.
Okay, so 3rd and 10 for Greeneville. Throw a little screen to the running back. Now they're going to run the quarterback. That's a good call. He's going to be stopped.
On the keeper, quarterback number 10, Corbin Cannon.
I'll bring up the first punt.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Go for it.
That's right.
Go for it.
Well, they might.
It'll be 4th down from the 41-yard line.
They've really got nothing to lose if they go for it. And they're going to call a timeout.
Official.
No, it's official timeout.
I think they got an injured referee out.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that. Which one's injured? Can you tell?
The one that the main referee's talking to over there. I think it's either his right leg or something. He was running on the field there. He either pulled something, or the cramp, but he might have something on his calf. Yeah.
They're going to change and let him keep the clock, I'll bet.
Yeah, definitely. And good play by the referees there. Make sure you don't want to be out there running around getting hurt.
No.
Good job by stopping the game there because he understood. He wasn't. This referee wasn't coming on the field. He stopped there.
Probably. They'll bring him over, let him probably let him keep the clock, I would imagine.
Something in his right leg there.
Yeah.
It'll be 4th down. And
all right, so they're going to go for it.
Are going for 4th and 7.
So we're not going to see the first punt by Greeneville tonight.
Pass is complete.
He's going to score. That should be a penalty. Yep.
And carry the ball into the end zone.
Taunting penalty by Greeneville.
There's the flag.
That's kind of uncalled for right there, and that'll entitle him to a pretty good talking to and chewing out on the sidelines by the Greeneville head coach.
Yeah,
Touchdown will count, and the penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
Personal foul and sportsmanlike against Greeneville.
I think they're
dead ball and sportsmanlike.
They're going to ask him to enforce it on the kickoff, which that's what they'll do.
Unsportsmanlike against Greeneville. It'll be enforced on kickoff. The touchdown counts.
All right, so it's going to be 48-0. Well, it is 48-0. Soon to be 49-0 if Cooper Graham can hit his 7th extra point. Definitely want Cooper Graham on your fantasy team this week.
For sure. He's kicking a lot of points.
And the other guy I want on my fantasy team is number 2, Gudger. I mean, he's got at least 4 touchdowns and probably 200 yards rushing. So I think with those 2 guys tonight, I could probably win my fantasy league.
Sure, about 10 touches, and I think he can probably get more, but I think they're going to do a good job there. I mean, you hate to see a taunting play like that, but at the same time, these guys are out here having fun. They shouldn't do stuff like that, especially when you're up 48-0. But little things like that, you don't know what's going on in the field, what's being said or done. So it looks bad on Greeneville in that sense, but at the same time, you don't know what he was saying or vice versa. So I look at those penalties sometimes, I think probably shouldn't have happened, never should happen. Be sportsmanlike, keep your cool, but we're not on the field either.
Well, there's a lot of high school football teams in the country, in the state of Tennessee and in the country, that do what I'm about to say, but that's what always impressed me about Maryville.
Yes.
The Maryville players, when they score a touchdown, they immediately look for the referee to hand him the ball. Now, they celebrate together. You never see a Maryville player taunt anybody, and I think the Greeneville coaches are the same way. Just every once in a while you get a guy that gets just a little bit carried away, and that's understandable. These guys are 16, 17, 18 years old.
But
so
little plays like that,
yes.
when they actually get to the big games,
yes.
cost them tremendous
If this game was 7-6, and this kickoff is from here, it could make a big difference, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
And that will come later on in the season.
Exactly. All right, let's see. Seymour should get some pretty good field position out of this. Cooper Graham kicks it off, a pretty good kick, but it's going to be field by Crowder at the 20, so he should get some pretty good yardage. And he's going to break it out the middle. He's going to head to the sideline. Nice run. Excellent run.
On the return, Brooks Crowder.
All right, good for them, yeah.
Great return. Return is good to the Greeneville 25-yard line. For first down, Seymour.
He even stopped and made him go and kept going to the field. What a great job there.
I also liked what he did, too. He set them up a little bit. He ran straight ahead slow, and then he saw the opening, and he went right through it, instead of trying to break too soon. All right, so that's going to give Seymour a Squisitos 2 New York pizza and pasta first down at the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can capitalize. They're going to give it to their big guy. He's going to run it right up the middle. Brendan Harris going to pick up about 6 yards.
Getting to the 19-yard line, what's going to be second down and 4 Eagles.
And the Eagles with a chance to break the scoreboard here.
This is where I mix it up a little bit, take a couple shots here on those rollouts they've been doing.
Right.
How they got the second team in, give them a chance to play what they normally do, and get the points on the board.
Greeneville looks like they've got most of their line and linebackers substituted. Still looks like they got most of their starting DBs in. There's a little pass out to the flat to Crowder. He's not going to be able to elude those guys, but he might get the first down.
Receiving end of the pass from Eli Hunt.
He's got it.
First down.
That's going to stop the clock temporarily with 2:32 left.
The game is to the 15-yard line, where it's first down, 10 to go, Seymour.
Got number 13 out here. They've been passing him a few times tonight.
Coming blitz up the end. Oh. Nice play. Good call.
Oh.
Brendan Harris on the carry.
Hurdled somebody.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
You don't see many big guys do that.
No.
Taken out of bounds by number 4, Emmanuel Dixon.
That's going to stop the clock.
It'll be second and 5.
2:04 left, first half. Second down and 5 from the 10-yard line. Be really good for Seymour's morale if they can punch the ball in the end zone here. Get a score before halftime. Funk still the quarterback, number 3. Gives it right back to Harris. Going left. He gets hit right at the line of scrimmage.
Harris on the carry.
Nice tackle there by number 33 for
number 33,
Greeneville. Bryson Myers.
Gangs to the 9-yard line.
Third down.
Full territory here?
No, without a doubt.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even try to field goal. Forget about that.
Let's get it in the end zone.
Oh, yeah, you got to. Two plays for Seymour here to try to get at least a first down, and then try to get in the end zone. They give it again to Harris, and it looks like they're looking for that one. Soldier. He's going to lose about 2 yards. That's going to bring up a 4th down and 7
Anthony Peterson
at about the 11.
For the stop.
Let's call it a 4th and 6. Yeah, 4th and 6. Clock is running, about a minute left in the half. Call timeout. Seymour's going to call a timeout and talk it over. So we got about a minute left. Let's keep it right here if that's okay with our producer. 49-0. All right, Chris, you're the Seymour coach in the locker room. What do you tell your guys? I know they break up into groups and they'll talk defense, offense, defensive line, offensive line, running back, so forth, so on. But your coach has got to give them some kind of talk. So what do you say?
Don't say nothing about Greeneville. Don't say nothing about what the score is. Just talk about what you can do on individual. You know, one of the big things too when you're down like this, sometimes you got to take it as a learning moment. So individually, are you winning the individual battles? If you're not, how can you do better? You get the second team in there now, so you got to start winning the individual battles. Maybe there's some plays, or maybe there's some things that you see on the, you know, from the coaching standpoint, you want to work on the second half. And I would go to it. This would be the time that, you know, now the first half, don't do anything crazy. Second half, maybe it's time to pull up the playbook, practice some things, get it on, you know, get it out there on the field, see what it looks like. Maybe next week you get it on the field, see what happens.
Well, you know, I don't know if you're much of a golfer, but, you know, I look at golf, right? I mean, I've had many bad first 9 holes. What you got to do, you got to take one shot at a time, right? Sure. One shot at a time. And that's what Seymour's got to do now. One drive, one series, one play at a time.
Sure. Here's those plays.
Double pass. Got to be a double pass. He's wide open. Catch it. There you go. Touchdown, Seymour.
Seymour! Double pass. Josh Nevins. Josh Nevins for Ryan Ladoi for the Seymour touchdown.
All right. So we have a Claybo's Express Car Wash touchdown for Seymour. That makes the score 49-6 on a nice double pass, wide open in the end zone. Seymour will line up for the extra point. There's the snap, the place, the kick. Looks good from here. It is good. So with 52 seconds left, first half, Greeneville 49, Seymour 7. We'll be right back.
Just look at all those freshly made Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm sure it makes you want one or a dozen right now. So come visit our locally owned and operated Krispy Kreme donuts in Pigeon Forge. Our Krispy Kreme donuts are made fresh daily, our service is fast and friendly, and the taste will put a smile on anyone's face. Krispy Kreme is a fundraising favorite, so call us today to help support your school or community fundraising efforts. Our delivery truck is there when you need us. Krispy Kreme Donuts on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge.
Like you've never ever seen. Claybo's Express Shine Car Wash. Claybo's Express Shine Car Wash.
49-7 Greeneville,
County Electric
50
System,
seconds
we know
left.
that when the power
Greeneville will
goes
have
out, it's
a
important to you to have power
Squisito
restored
2
as
New
quickly
York
as
pizza and
possible.
pasta first
That's why
down
we've
at
introduced
their
the
own
Power
35-yard
Action
line with
As soon
50
as you
seconds
call
left.
the Power
I don't
Action
expect
line
anything
from a
fancy
phone
here. I
associated
expect a
with
couple
your
of
electric
runs. I
service,
doubt
we know
Seymour's going to
immediately
start
that your
calling
power is
their
out.
last 2 timeouts.
The Power Action line lets us answer
that
up
would
to
be a
1,200
mistake.
calls
So I
per
think
hour.
you're going to see
So we
maybe
can make
2
sure
runs here,
and
and that should run
identify
out the first
all
half.
outages, even after major storms. We track.
No, I take it back. They're going to throw it. And he's going to be wide open. And he's going to score, probably. And he is. And who is that? Number 5. Touchdown,
And the pass is
Greeneville.
complete for the touchdown.
All right. I stand corrected, Chris.
Another flag.
Another flag, another taunting penalty.
There's a flag in the end zone.
Adajay Dabbs on the touchdown reception from Corbin Cannon.
Against Greeneville will be enforced on kickoff.
Now that's where your Greeneville
Touchdown
coaches have to
good.
get control of this, okay?
Yeah.
I can see one happening, but what he would have said the first time the coach should have prevented the second one from happening.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, you can't do that kind of stuff. I mean, that's uncalled for. Especially, you got to have a little respect for your opponent. Kick is up, kick is good, and that's going to be another Claybo's Express Wash touchdown as Greeneville now reinstates their 49-point lead with 39 seconds left first half. Greeneville 56, Seymour 7.
Just look at all those freshly made Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm sure it makes you want one or a dozen right now. So come visit our locally owned and operated Krispy Kreme donuts in Pigeon Forge. Our Krispy Kreme donuts are made fresh daily, our service is fast and friendly, and the taste will put a smile on anyone's face. Krispy Kreme is a fundraising favorite, so call us today to help support your school or community fundraising efforts. Our delivery truck is there when you need us. Krispy Kreme Donuts on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge.
At Sevier County Electric System, we know that when the power goes out, it's important to you to have power restored as quickly as possible. That's why we've introduced the Power Action Line. As soon as you call the Power Action Line from a phone associated with your electric service, we know immediately that your power is out. The Power Action Line lets us answer up to 1,200 calls per hour, so we can make sure and identify all outages, even after major storms. We track those outages through our integrated mapping system, which provides our operations center a better understanding of where the affected areas are located and predicts probable starting points that helps our crews begin looking for the problem. Our whole goal is to get your power back on as soon as possible. We'll even call you back to make sure your service has been restored. At Sevier County Electric System, we want to take care of our customers, and that's what we do every day. Sevier County Electric System. We are the power behind our community. Just call 865-774-6300.
Tune in to the Alewife Pottery Channel 196. Watch local craftsmen and learn of the rich Smoky Mountain heritage and history. Meet Robert Alewife and his family as they take you on their journey of their successful pottery business in the Gatlinburg's arts and crafts community. Established by Robert Alewife more than 30 years ago, this business has grown up with the Alewife family. Alewife Pottery is renowned nationwide, not only for their stunning handmade ceramics, but also their friendly, fun-loving family atmosphere. Tune to Channel 196, the Alewife Pottery Channel, and enjoy these great stories.
Claybo's Campground and Cabins and Claybo's Market and Grill have been family-owned and operated since 1978. Claybo's Campground is spacious, with 320 sites including vacation homes and cabins. Great location for family reunions and large groups with entertainment on the weekends. Make reservations at Claybo's Campgrounds and Cabins, located on 405 Wears Valley Road, Pigeon Forge.
About acceptance and about their parents. This little story has even been made into a children's book to teach kids about being different, and that it's all right to be different, and that you don't make fun of anybody. You have to accept everyone and everything. And at the time I thought, why is this happening? But now I know it's so I can write this song. It's true. God works in mysterious ways, and you never know when you're going through something, if it's going to be a blessing. I disrupt other people when they were trying to work. So I would just make my nails sound like a typewriter. I'll find myself like click my nails and make that's the sound of my music.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, you said club guard. It sounds a lot alike. Yeah. Sorry. Oh, you're fine.
I wrote 9 to 5 in my head that way. I go back to the hotel each night and write down what I'd written that day. Worldwide and throughout the years, they say it's been recorded more than 400 and some times. Whether that's in a different language or whether it's in a garage band, I guess every band can play it and every woman can relate to it. Of course, I thought it was a story loosely based on Carl flirting with a girl down at the bank, which is true. I went down there and she was pretty, and he was flirty, and I made the whole thing into my song's lyrics. Let me tell you right now, that woman was an effort. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my hand. I like the simple things, and I don't like to overcomplicate my life. Kind of like an island in the stream. Speaking of islands in the stream, I got the chance to write that song with my friend Kenny. And when he died, it was like losing a brother. And you never know how much you love someone until they're gone. And I had so many wonderful years and wonderful times with Kenny. And when we got the chance to do Islands in the Stream together, well, the rest was just history.
Pour me a cup of tea. There's tea, yeah, I was looking for it earlier. I said, cup. Get out the cup.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about another hand for the Pride of the Devils, the Greeneville High School Greeneville Marching Band.
Just look at all those freshly made Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm sure it makes you want one or a dozen right now. So come visit our locally owned and operated Krispy Kreme donuts in Pigeon Forge. Our Krispy Kreme donuts are made fresh daily, our service is fast and friendly, and the taste will put a smile on anyone's face. Krispy Kreme is a fundraising favorite, so call us today to help support your school or community fundraising efforts. Our delivery truck is there when you need us. Krispy Kreme Donuts on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge.
At Sevier County Electric System, we know that when the power goes out, it's important to you to have power restored as quickly as possible. That's why we've introduced the Power Action Line. As soon as you call the Power Action Line from a phone associated with your electric service, we know immediately that your power is out. The Power Action Line lets us answer up to 1,200 calls per hour, so we can make sure and identify all outages, even after major storms. We track those outages through our integrated mapping system, which provides our operations center a better understanding of where the affected areas are located and predicts probable starting points that helps our crews begin looking for the problem. Our whole goal is to get your power back on as soon as possible. We'll even call you back to make sure your service has been restored. At Sevier County Electric System, we want to take care of our customers, and that's what we do every day. Sevier County Electric System. We are the power behind our community. Just call 865-774-6300.
Tune in to the Alewife Pottery Channel 196. Watch local craftsmen and learn of the rich Smoky Mountain heritage and history. Meet Robert Alewife and his family as they take you on their journey of their successful pottery business in the Gatlinburg's arts and crafts community. Established by Robert Alewife more than 30 years ago, this business has grown up with the Alewife family. Alewife Pottery is renowned nationwide, not only for their stunning handmade ceramics, but also their friendly, fun-loving family atmosphere. Tune to Channel 196, the Alewife Pottery Channel, and enjoy these great stories.
Major Sidney Flanagan, Nick German, and Courtney McCann, and the Seymour High School Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, the Seymour High School Marching Band has been named grand champions in over 100 competitions throughout their history. They've advanced to semifinals and finals at Bands of America.
Just look at all those freshly made Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm sure it makes you want one or a dozen right now. So come visit our locally owned and operated Krispy Kreme donuts in Pigeon Forge. Our Krispy Kreme donuts are made fresh daily, our service is fast and friendly, and the taste will put a smile on anyone's face. Krispy Kreme is a fundraising favorite, so call us today to help support your school or community fundraising efforts. Our delivery truck is there when you need us. Krispy Kreme Donuts on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge.
At Sevier County Electric System, we know that when the power goes out, it's important to you to have power restored as quickly as possible. That's why we've introduced the Power Action Line. As soon as you call the Power Action Line from a phone associated with your electric service, we know immediately that your power is out. The Power Action Line lets us answer up to 1,200 calls per hour, so we can make sure and identify all outages, even after major storms. We track those outages through our integrated mapping system, which provides our operations center a better understanding of where the affected areas are located and predicts probable starting points that helps our crews begin looking for the problem. Our whole goal is to get your power back on as soon as possible. We'll even call you back to make sure your service has been restored. At Sevier County Electric System, we want to take care of our customers, and that's what we do every day. Sevier County Electric System. We are the power behind our community. Just call 865-774-6300.
Tune in to the Alewife Pottery Channel 196. Watch local craftsmen and learn of the rich Smoky Mountain heritage and history. Meet Robert Alewife and his family as they take you on their journey of their successful pottery business in the Gatlinburg's arts and crafts community. Established by Robert Alewife more than 30 years ago, this business has grown up with the Alewife family. Alewife Pottery is renowned nationwide, not only for their stunning handmade ceramics, but also their friendly, fun-loving family atmosphere. Tune to Channel 196, the Alewife Pottery Channel, and enjoy these great stories.
Claybo's Campground and Cabins and Claybo's Market and Grill have been family-owned and operated since 1978. Claybo's Campground is spacious, with 320 sites including vacation homes and cabins. Great location for family reunions and large groups with entertainment on the weekends. Make reservations at Claybo's Campgrounds and Cabins, located on 405 Wears Valley Road, Pigeon Forge.
The Lady Eagles soccer team will have senior night on Tuesday night here at the stadium, taking on Gatlinburg-Pittman. The Lady Highlanders will be here.
Greeneville leading 56-7.
Those
of you familiar with high school football, which shouldn't be many of you, there will be a running clock in the second half as Greeneville has more than a 35-point lead. The clock will run continuously. It will not stop for out of bounds, for incomplete passes, for first downs, for anything. The only thing I think that'll stop it would be an injury. But anyway, besides that, Chris, 56-7, I know we've talked ad nauseum about this game and about the way it's played out, but I know you're going to see a lot of substitutes from the Greeneville side. I'm not really sure about how many players Seymour has to really substitute, but you'll probably see a few on that side as well.
It's a Little League camp.
I would expect, again, I'm probably going to be wrong, but I would expect Greeneville to just run the football, and I would expect Seymour to try to work on some things that they know they're going to need to get better at. Let's put it that way.
Sure. I mean, I'm not sure at the end of the second half, in the first half there, if they're going to just run it. They did throw a touchdown pass.
That's right. That's why I said I'm probably going to be wrong.
We'll see what happens here, but we'll definitely see the second team for Greeneville. We'll probably see a couple players doing some specialty things and looking for some plays. But as far as Seymour goes, I think they're going to put their offense out there, the starters out there, and get ready for next week. Make sure they're playing all their players, make sure they're getting all their things down. I think they just need to focus on the end of that last drive there.
Seymour will kick off to
getting positive plays,
Greeneville to start the second half.
Whatever their formations are and things of that nature, lining up correctly, minimize the penalties. There should be no penalties in this.
Right.
That should be the goal for second half.
And you know, really, if you think about it, I know this is going to sound crazy, but this is the kind of game that could be really good for Seymour because their coaches can look at this game and say, hey, which of our guys never quit? Which of our guys give 100%? And what can we do on the things that teams can exploit us on to get ready for the balance of the season?
Sports Medicine Athletic Trainers, Jenna Nichols, Hannah Stevenson, and Ari Sheehan are here tonight, helping out.
So yeah, you're exactly right.
Jason Jordan.
Maybe put some of that emphasis on next week and put their players out there. But I think also too, I've seen a lot of drive in Seymour. I see a good football team here. They got a good record here. Like you said too, they're set up. This is a good game. Get away in the early of the season. What's their 4th or 5th game here? Week 6. I get mixed up on the weeks there. But at the same time, Greeneville is just an awesome football team, well-rounded. You can't really compare yourself to what that looks like.
No.
You can get out there and play and make sure you give 100% effort.
Right, exactly. Okay, so Seymour is ready to kick it off. If you remember, they took the opening kick instead of deferring, so they will kick to Greeneville. Greeneville has got their kick receiving team ready to go now. There's the kick by Seymour. A little bit of a squib kick. It's going to be fielded by number 8, one of the strong safeties for Greeneville. Gets to the outside. He's got a couple blockers. And he's going to get a good return.
Number 8 for Greeneville.
So, as has been the story all night, Greeneville will start with excellent field position. They will start at the 25-yard line of Seymour, and that is a Squisito's 2 New York pizza and pasta first down.
Still see a couple starting receivers out there.
25-yard line was your first down.
Still have
number 5 is still out there.
Backup quarterback.
Yeah, backup quarterback, backup running back. And that's usually what you see, is you put in your backup skill players, and they'll just go to the ground. Oh, nice play there.
On the carry, Emmanuel Dixon.
Emmanuel Dixon
a little mixed up there.
Yeah. Well, you're going to see that from young guys that haven't played a lot, even on a team like Greeneville.
Tanner Lane said hello. Gain of 1, it'll be 2nd and 9.
Little bubble screen. Nice cut. Try to get all the way outside of your blockers. That's where speed comes in.
On their receiver, number 7, Jacob Gillespie, is their starters are still out there.
Gillespie.
All over the field.
Yeah.
Brooks Crowder on the tackle.
That was a little dig by the PA announcer. The starters are still out there. Well, you know, you got to give Greeneville a little bit of a, and we have an illegal procedure penalty there. Penalty against Greeneville. That's going to move it back.
On the play.
Sometimes when you throw a bubble screen, Chris, and you have young offensive linemen in there, they'll get downfield a little bit before they should, and that'll cause that penalty. So that's going to move it back to about the 35-yard line. It's going to set up a first down
10-yard penalty, first and 20.
Actually, it should be second and 20, I would think. Yes, that's what it is.
Number 4 on the carry, Emmanuel Dixon. Brendan Harris with the tackle.
Brendan Harris playing hard both at fullback and running back and linebacker.
About 2 yards. It's going to be
third down and about 22.
Hardly for a pass play here. I'm thinking they're going to throw it in the field.
You know, I probably shouldn't say this, but I'll be a little bit upset if they try to throw it deep. Yeah. I don't think you need to do that right here. If you want to throw a pass, throw a bubble screen. And you're going to throw it slant pass, which is fine.
Complete.
And they'll probably go for it on fourth down.
Jaden Stevenson.
Fourth down and about
Crowder of the tackle.
15. Let's say 15. No, let's say 12. Better spot than I saw from up here.
We have third in the press box.
No, it's fourth down.
Has
fourth down because you had a run before the penalty, so our public address announcer is a little bit mixed up there. We did have one running play before the penalty play, so it was second down when the penalty occurred. So it's fourth down. Oh, there you go, touchdown.
Pass is complete. We have a marker on the field.
This one will come back.
An eligible receiver downfield.
Yep.
It'll be fourth down now. Loss of down.
Actually, ineligible receiver is not a loss of down, but it is fourth down nonetheless.
He just got mixed up on the downs there.
Yeah, he was trying to cover himself on the loss of, on the, yeah. Intentional grounding is loss of down. But nonetheless, it is fourth down, and it will be about 4th and 17. Clock is still running, or should be running. I don't know why it's not.
Pass is complete to number 6. Daquan Price, Kai Thompson on the tackle. The ball is spotted at the 14-yard line. Resulted in a first down.
So Seymour's defense playing a little bit better here in the early stages of the third quarter. Of course, as I said, Greeneville has most of their subs in except at their skill positions wide receiver. Most everybody else is a substitute. They'll give it right up the middle.
On the carry, Emmanuel Dixon.
Dixon on the carry. He's the third running back they've used tonight. Of course, Cudger is their starter, number 2. He's already got at least 4 touchdowns tonight, making a strong case for our player of the game. And remember, we got the Blades cut of the game coming up after the game.
Center line outside a piece of it. It was 2nd and 8.
So that's going to be 2nd and 8 for Greeneville. Clock is still running, 6.5 minutes remaining. Third quarter.
They're going to throw the ball again here.
Yeah, it looks that way. Oh, look at this. All right, why are we stopping this one?
Incomplete pass.
Yeah, good call. Good call.
Where he threw it to him, I think he never controlled
it. Yes.
He was underhanded, that's considered a
That's correct.
pass.
Our public address announcer is correct on that. If you throw the ball forward, even underhanded, it is a forward pass. So that's going to bring up a third down, 3rd and about 8 from the 20, looks like about the 12-yard line?
I think so, yep,
yeah.
12, yep.
3rd and about 8 from the 12. Good play.
Quarterback keeper.
Good play there.
Yep, very good play by the defense of Seymour.
Hayden Folk, Landon Beeler in there on the tackle.
Helmet came off.
It'll be 4th down and
now we got the starter
about
back
12.
Right. Actually, that
Number 12.
should turn the ball over, but yeah. Timeout. Okay. Well, you know, I mean, of course, in a game like this, it's hard for us to find things to talk about and analyze, but I think we have a little case of the, of course, you're too young to remember it, but the 1990 Missouri-Colorado, when Colorado won the national championship that year and had 5 downs inside the 10-yard line. In my estimation, it should not be 4th down. That should have been the 4th down play, and that ball should be Seymour's right now. But and I think that's the case. I think the defense is out in the field from Greeneville. No, they're going to try a field goal. Excuse me. Let's see.
Yeah, they're a field goal. I'm not sure.
Okay, Cooper Graham lining up to try a field goal. This is going to be about a 32-yarder.
Yeah, 32-yard attempt.
Snap, kick, place. The kick is up. The kick is good.
Good.
Yep.
And the kick is good.
All right, so we got about 5 minutes and 2 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter with that field goal. I'm going to call it a Claybo Express Car Wash field goal. It is 59-7 Greeneville. Now, normally, I would say that would be a good thing if you have a young kicker who needs some experience, but Cooper Graham looks like he's a pretty seasoned kicker, and I'm not really sure why you would kick a field goal in that situation. But
well, maybe just to get it tried out there, he kicked a good ball. He almost got blocked, but that's, again, even on Greeneville side, there's time to get out there and make sure you get the plays in and make sure you're ready for what else coming down the road too.
I guess you never know when you might need a 32-yard field goal, right? I mean,
never know.
Seriously, you never know. I mean, it's okay. So Greeneville's going to set it up on the 40-yard line to kick it off to Seymour.
Watch me follow this kick. Ready?
Remember, folks, just to remind you, Greeneville 4A, Seymour 4A, both in Region 1. Greeneville will go to 7-0 tonight. They'll be 4-0 in the region. Seymour will fall to 5-2. They'll be 1-2 in the region. There's the kick. Crowder's going to field it at the 5. And he's going to pick up quite a few good yardage after first contact. That should keep the clock running again.
Down to the 23-yard line, 1st down, Seymour.
So Seymour will have a Squisitos 2 New York pizza and pasta 1st down. They'll take it at the 23.5-yard line, their own 23.5, and they'll go back on offense. Seymour now substituting rather freely in their defense, secondary line, linebackers, lots of young players in there now. And you know, you can't really quantify the experience that these young guys get on both sides of the ball for both teams when they get to play under the lights on Friday night.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you want to have to go out there next year, execute, get all your players in, and it's also a good time to make sure you see who you got out there. When you're on the field, sometimes it's good to just put your best foot forward. You're never going to get another chance.
That's right.
Throw it away.
Yeah, that's what he did.
Pass is incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, Greeneville right on their numbers. They average a little over 50 points a game. They've got 59 at the moment. They give up about 9 a game. They've given up 7 tonight. Tough pass.
Pass intended for Ryan Badari.
It's a tough pass.
Yeah.
Nice effort on the ball.
That's a tough pass
It'll
to
be
throw.
3rd down.
That's a hard pass to throw for a college quarterback, rolling out and trying to throw a bullet to the sideline.
Definitely taking all the play calls. I'm not even sure the play calls are even on.
Yeah, I don't think they're even on, to be honest with you.
No, they're not. Sure.
No, it was a good play.
Pass is incomplete.
He did a good job on that one.
I kind of got. I think he was backing up into him a little bit.
He was,
and
a
little more interference.
And the defensive back put his hand on the receiver's back and then just swatted the ball down. So I'm going to have to go with that good call by the officials on that one. So that's going to bring up a punt for Seymour. And we have number 14 out to punt. He was the third punter that they've tried tonight. We'll see if he can get one off that will push Seymour or push Greeneville back just a little bit. 59-7, 2:05 remaining, third quarter, running clock. Okay. Gets it off a little bit. And that's going to roll just a tad, finally into Greeneville territory. And I think that's the first drive that they've started tonight in their own territory.
I think so. I think you're definitely right on that.
So another Squisitos New York pizza and pasta first down for Greeneville. Their first drive that they've started tonight inside their own territory, and they'll start it at their own 43.
Now we've changed it up, Ralph. I think all players.
Everybody's
over the head.
Your debit card has been found. It's to be picked up at the ticket booth near the Boys and Girls Club, the end opposite the scoreboard. Again, Kimberly Peterson, we have your debit card.
Play there. Probably the first negative play they've had.
First negative play they've had, yeah.
They don't like playing past the level 50, do they?
No.
They'll also the play back to the snap over the head back to the 25-yard line. That's going to be second down and a long way. On the carry, number 1, Anthony Peterson.
So Peterson takes it up the middle for about 3 yards,
On the tackle for
maybe
Seymour,
5 actually.
led the charge.
But they've still got a long way to go.
20 seconds to go.
Yeah, 20
It'll
seconds to
be
go.
third down and get my calculator out here.
How about 22, we'll say.
What's their record?
Do what?
What's Greeneville's record?
6-0.
6-0, yeah.
Yeah, 6-0, yeah.
Third and 23. And that went off just before the snap. So that's into the third quarter.
You know, the funny thing is that if you're
Actually, we're not doing the cheerleaders.
if you're the coach of Seymour, you know, I've been a coach, not a head coach in high school, but I've coached before. And you know coaches when they watch film, right? They're getting ready for a game, okay? They know in their mind if they have a chance to win the game or not, right? I mean, and I know the Seymour coaches probably amongst themselves said, look, we're not as talented as they are, we're not as fast as they are, we're probably not going to win this game.
Today,
but it's hard to translate to your kids, hey, here's what we need to do. Because you know the kids have some of that feeling as well. Is how do you get across, hey, we've got a chance, let's execute, let's do this. How do you couch it? And that's really the challenge, isn't it, when you have a game like this?
I'm not sure what they're throwing, but they got a couple of good arms out there.
Like I said before, even being in their shoes before, when you're out there playing, you want to win. No matter how much they get told that, how much during the week you know.
Third down and 23 for the Green Devils.
Foot forward and not come out there on a lopsided victory. But at the same time, you get to this point in the game, you understand where you're at now. These kids know what's going on. These coaches are doing a really good job of making sure they're executing plays and staying to it, and that's really good.
Pass is going to be incomplete. It'll be fourth down.
I think now you're going to see the first Seymour punt of the night, or Greeneville punt of the night. Maybe. Yeah, I'm not gonna go out on a limb like I had before, but I think now we are. They're bringing their punt team in.
It'll be fourth down.
So we will get to see the first Greeneville punt of the night. Judging from the number of points Greeneville has put up this season, I doubt their punter gets a lot of action. But again, as we've talked many times, as they get deep in the playoffs, they will be punting quite a bit.
If anybody's not loose tonight, though, it might be the punter.
That's
so
true.
Get something here.
I'm hoping they have one of those nets on the sidelines that he can keep himself warm as the game goes on. Let's see what kind of punt formation and what kind of, not a little bit of a high snap. Not a bad kick at all. Very nice kick. Very nice kick.
That ball is going to get down
As the
around the 24.
Down to the 24-yard line of Seymour.
Kick.
First down, 10 to go Seymour.
About a 46-yard punt, gross and net. Good kick by Greeneville. So the clock continues to run. We've got about 10:40 left in the ball game. Seymour will take over with the Squisitos 2 New York Pizza and Pasta first down, and they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Seymour now with the new quarterback.
Blake Johnson.
Blake Johnson, number 8. That's a horse collar.
On the carry, number 29 for Seymour is Sergio Sanchez.
Sergio Sanchez on the
With a
carry.
flag on the play.
Horse collar.
Personal foul, horse collar. Against Greeneville. That will be a
For those of us at
15-yard
home,
penalty.
trivia question there is, how did the horse collar penalty come
And the
to
result
be?
of the penalty will be a first down, Seymour.
I want to take a stab at it, but I'm really not sure. I'm not even sure what the game was, but I know it has to do something with that little thing on the back of your pads there getting pulled on, something. I'm totally lost.
No, that's fine. It was just a trivia question. Actually, it came to be in, I'm not exactly remember, or not, I think it was 2004, the year the Eagles played the Patriots in the Super Bowl. I can't remember if it was the actual Super Bowl. I think it was a couple games before that in the playoffs. Terrell Owens, the great wide receiver for the Eagles, was actually tackled by the back of the shoulder pads and pulled down, and he actually fractured his leg. He ended up playing in the Super Bowl with a fractured leg. But that wasn't a penalty right then, but then it was eventually instituted as a horse collar because of the danger of pulling somebody down by that when they're running. So now that's how we have the horse collar penalty.
Good
So there you go, a trivia
like
question for all you fans at home. You can break that out on trivia night. All right, Seymour with a second down and 10. Quarterback's going to roll, and
Pass is incomplete.
tough pass to complete there.
Intended for number 10. It's Nick
And you know, another thing you can
Perez.
tell watching this Greeneville team is, even though they've got backups in, they may not be as talented yet as the starters, but they're very well coached.
They're working towards what they see them play ahead of them, and they're always doing. In games like this, when Greeneville plays a lot, that's why they're so good, because they get all these players playing all the time, every game like this.
Yes.
And then by the time it gets their turn to come out, they're already ready to roll.
That's right. You hit it right on the head right there. Okay, 3rd and 10 for Seymour.
Blake Johnson on the carry.
Okay, so that's going to bring up a 4th down, 4th and about 15. Clock continues to roll, 7:30 left in the game.
Lester.
Seymour will put it away.
No punt.
One thing Seymour needs to work on is their punting.
I appreciate another really good turnout tonight by the student body. We have a strong student section.
Job, which I'm not sure what was
And with the student section, with the band, with the football team, with the cheerleaders, with the dance team, we have again about 400 of our students are out here tonight participating in this afternoon.
Goes out of bounds
event.
about
So,
the 38-yard line of
all
Greeneville.
hail the student body as they show up.
And Greeneville will have a Squisitos 2 New York Pizza and Pasta first down. Remember, if you want good pizza and good pasta, New York style,
They are.
what better place to go than an Italian name like Squisito? Fine pizza, fine pasta. Get over there and check them out and patronize one of our fine sponsors.
Hello, Grace Smith.
All right, Greeneville takes over first and 10
Grace
from their own 38-yard line.
Thomason.
Massive substitutions now
Still
on
on
both
that,
sides
sorry,
of the
Alvin.
ball. Another running back in the game for Greeneville. Looks like number 12
on the carry is Carson Quillen.
Carson Quillen for Greeneville, number 12. 4th running back we've seen for the Green Devils tonight.
Marvin Gutierrez on the tackle. I'll have his name right by the last
Ralph,
game.
we're going to talk about that blade cut of the game
Yes,
real quick.
yes.
Just to kind of get to that real quick. I mean, I'm just going to speak for you real quick.
You go right ahead.
But I think we got to give it to the whole Greeneville, just whole team effort of all phases of the game.
Yes. There's a flag.
Outdo everything, outwork everybody, put points on the board.
Sorting that out.
I think you can't really pick one person. You would probably maybe go with number 2, I would say.
I would if I had to, yeah.
So
Mr.
pick one
Cudgens.
person. Yeah, he did a great job tonight running the
Get
football.
another break. We'll say hi to the cheerleaders down there.
Football team, they really come out tonight. So our blade cut of the game goes to Greeneville, and we'll pick a player there, number 2. What a great job tonight on Greeneville's time, and look forward to seeing them play in all the rest of the season.
Yeah, looking ahead for this Greeneville team, I mean, I think it's goes without saying that they're going to make the playoffs. That's kind of a given, and I would say they're probably going to get deep in the playoffs. Now, I mean, I think if you're going to beat this Greeneville team, one, you've got to have speed. There's no question about that. I think you got to have size on your front 7. I mean, you got to be able to stop the run. And number 2, he basically just ran at will. I mean, it was just no question. So you're going to have speed and size, and you're going to have to match them offensively. You're going to have to be able to move the football if you want to beat them.
Should have done their wide receivers. They've
Yes.
got some awesome wide
very,
receivers.
very good wide
They
receivers.
run the ball. They can pass, and those guys obviously have a lot of charisma out there. And they know what they're doing.
They do.
When these big players come up, they'll be even more ready to go.
Right. No question about that.
On the carry, number 12, Carson.
I don't know what's out there in Middle Tennessee or West Tennessee, but I'm going to guess Greeneville's going to go deep. I would imagine state semifinals, and depending upon the matchup, if they meet in the semifinals, I see no reason why they couldn't get to Cookeville this year.
Sure. I know they did play Elizabethton this year, right?
Well, they've already beaten Elizabethton.
They did? Oh, they did beat
Yes, they did, yeah.
What was the score? You know the score that game?
42-7, I think. It was a pretty good defeat.
Gotcha. That's normally their big test of the year there. They're coming to that.
Yeah, no, there's no question about it. And I mean, Elizabethton is considered one of the powerhouses in 4A.
And 12 is.
Excuse me, 42-12.
Yeah,
gotcha.
So still a pretty resounding win
a flag
over probably a pretty good Elizabethton team.
Oh, shoot, yeah.
And of course, Seymour still has to play Elizabethton. They'll close their season with them at home here at Householder Field.
Penalty.
Clock's still running. 3:30
Clock is still
to go.
running. Yeah, 3.5 minutes left.
Common face mask, so 5-yard penalty, and the result is still a first down. First down, Greeneville. Number 12 on the carry. Quillen.
Quillen with a nice
run it out here.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean,
Justin Cooley with the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 2. Quillen again on the carry.
So Greeneville pretty much chewing up the clock here.
First down for
They're going to go no huddle. I guess they want another touchdown. They've got Seymour pretty much on the run right now. They just keep giving it to number 12. He's going to score.
And he will take it into the end zone for the Greeneville touchdown.
So that's going to be another Claybo's Express Car Wash touchdown for Greeneville. That's going to make the score 65-7, pending the extra point by Mr. Cooper Graham.
Oh, bounce.
The extra point is.
Yeah, it's good.
Good catch.
Good.
So Greeneville 66, Seymour 7, 2 minutes, 31 seconds left in the ball game. Let's take a break on the Your High School Sports Game of the Week.
Just look at all those freshly made Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm sure it makes you want one or a dozen right now. So come visit our locally owned and operated Krispy Kreme donuts in Pigeon Forge. Our Krispy Kreme donuts are made fresh daily, our service is fast and friendly, and the taste will put a smile on anyone's face. Krispy Kreme is a fundraising favorite, so call us today to help support your school or community fundraising efforts. Our delivery truck is there when you need us. Krispy Kreme Donuts on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge.
Thank you all for your support of this wonderful
Okay, Greeneville
cause.
kicks it off. Crowder takes it at the 15.
There you go.
Breaks out to his outside. He's got a hole. He beats one man.
Rich Crowder on the return.
He's pushed out of bounds around midfield.
Escorted out of bounds.
He's done a good job on returns tonight.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has.
By number 56, excuse me. Spencer Ross. And the ball will be spotted at the Seymour 49-yard line. First down, Eagles.
So Seymour will have a Squisitos 2 New York pizza and pasta first down. They'll have it at their own 49-yard line. Minute 50 and counting left in the ball game. And that's going to be no gain. Good pursuit by the Greeneville defense. You know, one of the things, Chris, tonight, obviously it's a matter of talent and matchup, but Seymour has done a good job at attacking the football and manhandling the line of scrimmage, controlling that space in the line of scrimmage. Seymour has not been able to get much push at all.
Yeah, well, the one thing too Seymour did too is they never turned the football over too. I didn't see any interceptions.
That's
tonight,
true.
No fumbles.
That's true.
That's something to be proud of too.
That's
you
true.
Hit the football on your time and you punted it away every single time. So I think that was a big win too.
Right. I agree with that.
Be the last play.
Could be.
I have one more.
And maybe one more.
On the carry.
Okay, so we're heading to the end of the ball game here. The clock is running. We've got about 35 seconds and counting. Should be the last play of the game, barring a touchdown or an incomplete pass. 27 seconds remaining, clock running. They may not even run another play here. Seymour's just going to let it run out. Clock is now under 10 seconds. Let's see if they've...
And that'll be the last play of the game, ladies and gentlemen.
And it's going to be the last play of the ball game. Clock is going to run out. We have a final score. Greeneville with a 66-7 resounding victory over Seymour.
Let's get your traveling shoes on.
Let's take a break for our sponsors, and we'll be back with a quick wrap-up right here on the Your High School Sports Game of the Week.
Safe drive home and a great weekend. We'll see you next time here at Benton Household and Field, Seymour High School.
At Sevier County Electric System, we know that when the power goes out, it's important to you to have power restored as quickly as possible. That's why we've introduced the Power Action Line. As soon as you call the Power Action Line from a phone associated with your electric service, we know immediately that your power is out. The Power Action Line lets us answer up to 1,200 calls per hour, so we can make sure and identify all outages, even after major storms. We track those outages through our integrated mapping system, which provides our operations center a better understanding of where the affected areas are located and predicts probable starting points that helps our crews begin looking for the problem. Our whole goal is to get your power back on as soon as possible. We'll even call you back to make sure your service has been restored. At Sevier County Electric System, we want to take care of our customers, and that's what we do every day. Sevier County Electric System. We are the power behind our community. Just call 865-774-6300.
Just look at all those freshly made Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm sure it makes you want one or a dozen right now. So come visit our locally owned and operated Krispy Kreme donuts in Pigeon Forge. Our Krispy Kreme donuts are made fresh daily, our service is fast and friendly, and the taste will put a smile on anyone's face. Krispy Kreme is a fundraising favorite, so call us today to help support your school or community fundraising efforts. Our delivery truck is there when you need us. Krispy Kreme Donuts on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge.
Okay, we're back at Householder Field for the Your High School Sports Game of the Week. We have a final score. Greeneville, the #1 team, or close to the #1 team in Class 4A, with a resounding 66-7 victory over Seymour. And Chris, it kind of played out the way we thought it would, probably a little worse than we thought, but your thoughts as we close things up?
Well, Greeneville's who they were. I also think Seymour's still a really good football team. They come across a football team tonight that just has everything on every position all across the field, all aspects of the game. They performed really well. The only thing I thought Seymour didn't do very well was, eliminate some of the negative plays, pushing yourself in big long third downs. They turned the ball over, so that was good. But at the same time, they had no positive plays, except for a couple little slants. I think they could have gone back to some of their plays that would have helped. But at the same time, like you said in the broadcast, they knew what they were up against tonight. They knew what was happening. This wasn't a surprise. So hopefully they learned something from it. But Greeneville obviously got a lot of points on the board, scoring their average of 50. Looking forward to maybe having a week off and looking forward to next week.
Yeah, I think we saw 2 playoff teams tonight. I think Greeneville will be the #1 seed in their region. I think Seymour will make the playoffs. I do. They may be the 4th seed, but I think they'll make the playoffs, and we'll see what we got going forward. I think a lot of teams are off next Friday night. I think it's spring break pretty much throughout the area. I know Seymour is off next week. They will be at Granger when they come back on October 15th. Greeneville will host Oak Ridge in their next game. Not quite sure if it's next week or the 15th, but they will host Oak Ridge. Our game next week, our Your High School Sports Game of the Week, will be Kings Academy at Lakeway Christian. So we look forward to bring you that one as well. Again, the final score from Householder Field: Greeneville 66, Seymour 7. For Chris Blevins, for all of our production crew tonight, I'm Ralph Miranda. We thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you next week on the Your High School Sports Game of the Week.